everything would be fun to me. As an adult, I don't know. Some time in life, something happened. I think it was the flights I went on where like the masks would drop and stuff like that. We didn't even have to put them on, but there was just so much turbulence. It shook free, and we were like, what? And they're like, oh, just ignore it. I'm like, ignore it? Are we going to die or not? They're like, you know? So that was my whole thing.
All right. Let's do something that we have not done since January and the new show started. Let's do that, shall we?
Oh, I'm so excited.
What am I doing here? There we go.
Did you get a list?
Did I what?
Do you have a list?
I do have a list.
Oh, okay.
I do have a list. I have a list perfectly suited for this here audience. We'll do the top 10 list. I have a top 10 careers with the most swingers.
Ooh, I
top
like
10
this.
careers with the most swingers.
That's fun.
Yeah, that's easy.
Go ahead. What do you got? Diz, you go first.
Well, I'm going to, like, when you say career, it's just like the field they're in.
Correct.
Like the medical field. So I'm saying nurses, doctors.
Well, pick one.
Oh, nurses then. Nurses are a little freaks.
Nurses. Number 7.
Really?
There you
Yeah.
go.
One thing I
Yes.
learned about when I was single and dating, a lot of nurses are freaks. They're freaks. And they hook up a lot in that field.
There you go.
Yeah.
Probably with somebody else that's on this list. JoJo, you're up.
I was going to go with like an obvious like dancer stripper.
That's not a career.
No dancers, no strippers.
Oh.
No dancers, no strippers. 800-771-1025 is the phone number. So if you want to play along with that guy in the envelope, we would, not that guy in the envelope, the top 10 list, we'd love to have you. First time doing it. Again, 800-771-1025. Top 10 careers with the most swingers. We'll be right back.
You're listening to JP on 102.5 The Bone. We are Real Raw Radio. 102.5 The Bone. Tell us what you think.
Makes me feel good.
Head to the 102.5 The Bone app now and leave us an open mic. The Open Mic on the free 102.5 The Bone app is sponsored by 1-800-ASK-GARY.
Head to the contest page at theboneonline.com to enter to win tickets to see George Lopez at the Hard Rock Special Events Center inside the Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino June 8th at 8 p.m. Enter for your chance to win tickets at theboneonline.com.
Involved in a car accident? We understand the pressure you're under. Call Farah and Farah. Tampa.
Hurt in a slip and fall? Take back control of your life. Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
The bigger, better, faster Memorial Day sales event is on at Jerry Owned Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Shop over 1,000 vehicles in stock during the Employee Pricing Plus event. We'll double your down payment up to $10,000, and your first repayments are on us. Plus, visit our website and enter for your chance to win a new Ram 1500. It's all happening at the #1 Ram dealer in the U.S., Jerry Ohm. Tampa is Ohm Country. Online at jerryohm.com. Call 1-800-840-0798 for complete details.
Preparing to sell your home can be costly and time-consuming. You can skip the hassles of a traditional home sale and sell your home stress-free with a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate. Hey, it's JP. You can say goodbye to the stress that comes along with showings, open houses, and costly home repairs. My friends at Mark Spain Real Estate will sell your home fast and for maximum value. With over 12,500 five-star reviews, trust the top real estate team in the U.S. to sell your home for top dollar. Just go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today and start packing.
And now, breaking news. You leaving me. Your state-of-the-art 65-inch 4K smart television. For going out with friends and not staying in to watch TV. Sources confirm that is a terrible decision. Picture-in-picture mode. Do your friends have that? Can they simultaneously stream live sports and extreme baking shows? How about I make everything sepia? Whatever you want, I'll do it. Just don't put me on standby.
Don't listen to your TV. Head out with your friends and grab some ice-cold Heinekens. Must be 21 plus to purchase. Enjoy Heineken responsibly.
Hey, Bay Area, Randy here. During the Summer Starts Here sales event now through Memorial Day, we've got nearly 1,000 Elantra's and RAV4s, Tundras. I'm looking at Tacomas, Camrys, Corollas. Select new models with smoking hot prices and low leases available. Plus, it costs less to own a new Toyota with 4-year maintenance included. Get to Sun Toyota before Memorial Day, because when you make it Sun Toyota, we make it happen. Call 800-369-3367 for more details.
Sun Toyota.com.
It's starting to get warm, and you know what that means. Time to turn on your air conditioner. And trust me, you want to make certain that your HVAC system is working properly before the real heat gets here. But if you need a new system, Climate Design has rebates now through the month of May. So if you've been thinking about switching out your unreliable HVAC system with the new one, Climate Design Home Services has you covered. Earn up to $1,300 off brand new Train systems, and Climate Design will match it with up to $2,600. That price cannot be beat in this Florida heat, folks. Give Climate Design Home Services a call today and ask to speak to a comfort specialist. Having peace of mind, knowing your AC is in working order before you need it, that is reinsurance that you can feel good about. Go to climatedesign.com. That's climatedesign.com, or give them a call, 727-295-1572.
Have you ever taken your family to dinner and been shocked at how expensive the bill was? Or gone to the doctor and been surprised by a large bill that was sent to you later in the mail? There is over $22 trillion in U.S. tax-deferred retirement accounts like the IRA and 401k. So do you know how much you will owe in taxes on those accounts in the future? Hi, I'm Rebecca Walser, principal of Walser Wealth Management and a tax attorney. And right now I want you to think about how much you've saved in your own deferred retirement accounts, whether it's $250,000 or more. Guess what? That is not all of your money. You will have to pay those taxes in retirement as you withdraw it when you have no income. At Walser Wealth, we created a retirement tax bill calculator to show you what you will pay in future taxes on your accounts, and it's free for you to use. Go to mytaxtest.com. Knowledge is only power when it's followed by action. Knowing your future taxes, we can show you strategies that might help you lower them and lower your tax burden overall in the future. For now, use our free tax calculator, mytaxtest.com, mytaxtest.com.
Drinking and driving don't mix. If you've been injured by a drunk driver, we're Bernetti PA, and we sue drunk drivers. We know you may not have been ready. Call 1-800-BERNETTI. We're ready. Offices Tampa, Lakeland, and Pinellas.
For decades, Camtech School of Construction has been the leader in preparing thousands of people to advance their career as a licensed contractor. Join Camtech's free info seminar this Wednesday night, 7 p.m. Embassy Suites, USF, 3705 Spectrum Boulevard in Tampa. 1-800-875-PASS. CamtechSchool.com.
Time marches on, and a lot has changed. But one thing has not changed. Washington regulations on local stations. Regulations that make it tough for local TV and radio stations to compete with global big tech platforms. If you want to keep local news, weather, and live sports on TV and radio, we need updated regulations. Tell Washington to modernize the rules to help local stations compete. Learn more at nab.org/modernize the rules. This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
1025 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. And 107.3 WXGL HD2 St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio.
Here we go. All systems go.
This is the true story about Mac. Check it. Times are changing, more so each year. But the early morning Stone Pimp is here.
3, 2, 1.
People are expecting quite a bit.
Gotta figure out how to make money on this. I really want to.
I can feel it down in my plums. They're getting a nice bluish hue. Getting ready to take them to the farmer's market.
Okay, baby, but don't hurt yourself with that big juicy hog of yours.
In hard times, or when a man has worked at a job 30 years, they give him a watch, kick him in the butt, and say, hey, a computer took your place, daddy. That's hard time.
Let's go now live.
This is where we live.
Are you ready to get your world rocked?
That's what I'm talking about.
You ready?
Oh, wait. So we're just gonna wing it?
There's a big difference between winging it and seeing what happens. Now let's see what happens.
Now,
Right now.
it's Senning Show with your host, John Senning.
JP filling in for John Senning today. I'm going to go till 2 o'clock. We'll there and hand over the reins to Drew Garabo live, and he'll have a shot for you to win $1,000 with the next round of the Bone Bonus, and then I'll have another shot for you at 5 o'clock. We are doing the top 10 list, okay? 800-771-1025 is the phone number. We started it off, and Dizzy got nurses at number 7. Top 10 careers with the most swingers. Let's go with Alex on line 1. Go ahead, Alex.
Hey, what's up? How you guys doing? The service industry, like waitress or waiter.
Sorry.
Nope. I'm surprised.
I'm surprised, too.
I
There's
thought
a
that
bunch
would
of
have been
stuff.
up there.
I'm surprised at a bunch of stuff. Let's go with Viking Guy. Go ahead, Viking Guy on line 2.
Hey, great show. Y'all go Timberwolves.
Okay.
My guess is lawyers.
No lawyers either. Jay, line 3.
Hey, good afternoon. For what it's worth, I think we should do this instead of dead guy, but that's just my thought.
Second it.
What about police officer, law enforcement?
Cops, law enforcement, number 3.
Yeah, little
Correct.
perverts.
Yeah.
Cheat on the wife, man. Yeah.
We'll give you. Why? Maybe they're swinging with their wives.
Oh, that's true.
Duh. Let's go, Bo on line 4.
Okay.
Bo's not there. Eduardo, line 5.
Eduardo.
Hey, it's Eduardo from the West Babylon Steakhouse, the favorite steakhouse of Tracy Morgan.
Okay.
He loves to have a big meal here just before the Knicks games.
Got it.
What
All
about
right.
basketball?
You're a little. Hold on, Eduardo. You're a little rusty. Do we agree?
That's like 2 months ago.
Right. It's been a while.
A little. Well, I've been waiting for a top 10 list.
Okay. Now you got one. Now you got one. What do you got? What do you got?
You're Spanish. You're supposed to say Jesus Cristo.
Right.
Oh, see. Hey, what about the basketball? What about basketball players?
No. And you know what? As far as swingers goes, this is not cheaters. It's swingers. And there are no professional athletes on the list. Jock, line 6.
I'm going to go with those crazy beauticians.
No beauticians or hairdressers or anything like that. Nope. Jerry, line 7.
Hey, great show, y'all.
Thanks, man.
How about business owners, or is that too vague?
No, that's a business small business owners are number 4. Yeah. There you go. Look at you. You got it. Bounty, by the way, is sitting. Yeah, the Bounty's here, and you'll get a pair of tickets to see Nikki. I don't want to tell you where it is because you guys might look it up. You get a pair of tickets to see Nikki Glazer at the Baycare Sound. Jennifer, line 8.
Hello.
Hi.
How about therapists?
No.
Nobody ding it.
Sorry.
You get where it ding.
Oh, yeah, wrong one. Sorry about that. Mike, listen, this is the first time I'm doing this one. Cut me some slack, will you please?
Okay.
Mike, line 1.
What's up, JP, JoJo, Diz?
What's up,
How about plastic surgeons?
Doctors in general are number 2.
Ooh.
And it turns out doctors and nurses are swinging together, which is
told you,
always a good time. Dave, line 2.
How about radio personalities?
No.
Number 1. Oh. No.
Sorry. Justin, line 3.
I didn't get the memo.
Hey, guys. My guess is firefighters.
No firefighters. Tim, line 4.
How are you guys? How about finance?
No finance. You guys got 4 so far. I expected you to be better, to be quite honest with you.
I could knock out most of this list by myself.
Especially when, Tampa's got that reputation of being
Swinger Central.
Quite the Swinger Central is right.
Yeah.
All right. 800-771-1025. If you're just tuning in, we're doing the top 10 careers with the most swingers. Jocelyn, line 6.
So I know for a fact it's teachers.
Teachers, number 1.
What do you know? You a teacher?
Number 1.
Nope.
Oh, okay.
Are you a liar?
Yeah, she said no. Yo, she said, I know for a fact teachers are on there.
Teachers, Mo Effer?
Yeah.
God damn. Let's go, John, line 7.
Hello, everybody. How about military personnel?
No military personnel. Sorry.
Most of the teachers are swinging with the students now.
Well, that's true.
Yeah.
At least that's all the stories we get.
Yeah, they're always hot teachers.
They sure are. They weren't when I was young. Robert, line 8.
Doctor?
Yeah, we got doctors at number 2. Kathy, line 1.
Real estate agents?
Real estate agents, number 8.
You got all those houses, right? So
yeah.
maybe we'll use them, yeah.
And there's plenty of real estate porn.
Yeah. What?
You
Wait,
go on YouPorn and just scroll around and watch how many. It's like I forgot what the name of it is. We just put real estate porn. They're trying to sell the house. They come on in. The guy's waiting for his wife to come to meet them there, and then the chick real estate agent seduces them, and then I think you know how the rest of the movie goes.
Yeah, money shots.
Yeah, exactly. Alex, line 2.
Hey guys, chef.
No. Patrick, line 3. We'll take a few more. Go ahead, Patrick.
Flight attendant.
Flight attendants and pilots tied, coming in at number 10. There you go.
Only 10. I would have thought that would have been like 4 or 5.
I would have thought too. And you know what I found out when we were going to Greece? Like, there's a whole room under like where all the seats are, where the people sit. There's a whole area underneath for those long flights where the flight attendants and or the pilots or whoever, because they have extra pilots on the long haul flights.
Yeah.
They can go down and they can sleep. There's a whole bunch of beds underneath there, like bunks for them. I said to my friend who is a flight attendant, I'm like, how much swinging is going on under there? She was like, you have no idea. I'm like, I bet.
Yeah.
That's got to be a good time. James, line 4. Musicians/actors coming in at number 6. You only got, 1, 2 left.
You could thank the Diddy party for that.
You could thank
Bump
the Diddy
numbers
party for
up.
that is
Yeah.
right. Let's go with Bill, line 1. Excuse me, line 5.
Hey, sir, retail workers?
No.
Good guess, though.
Not retail workers. Sean, line 8.
About aviators, flight attendants.
Yeah, we just got that at number 10. We just got that one. Let's go with Ron, line 3.
How about car salesmen?
No. Sorry. Sean, line 1. You'll be our last guest. What do you got, Sean?
Construction workers?
No. Sorry. Bum, ba-da-bum. All right. Here we go. I'll give you the top 10 list. I have the top 10 careers with the most swingers. At number 10, we had flight attendants/pilots. Number 9, the bounty nobody got. Fitness instructors, personal trainers.
Oh, that's a great one because they're helping you stretch and get stuff, and then
exactly
one thing leads to another. Yeah,
exactly. Number 8 was real estate agents. Number 7, nurses. Number 6, actors, musicians. Number 5, sales reps.
Oh.
So the people who go out and do sales, like the medical sales reps and all those ones, those. That was number 5. Number 4, small business owners. Number 3, cops. Number 2, doctors. And number 1 on the list of careers with the most swingers, teachers.
Yeah.
Teachers. Big round of applause for the teachers who are getting their swerve on.
Yeah, I didn't know you were in the swinging left, JP.
I'm not.
Oh.
I would be.
You really?
If given the opportunity.
No. You're too jealous, bro.
Not so much.
I love how I'm trying to sip for you. You're like, no, I'm going to do it. I'm going to totally do it if I get an opportunity.
If I get it's a tough sell. And you know something? I don't know if I would do it now.
Why?
I think I would have done it in my younger years. But I don't know if I would do it now. I might. I don't know.
I'll tell you this. On that cruise, the amount of times me and Nicole were approached for that, we're like, no, we're not into that lifestyle. A lot. It was uncomfortable the amount of times we were.
Were you getting approached by couples? Were you getting approached?
Listeners, listeners.
Right, by couples or by singles, like dudes, ladies?
No, it wasn't a guy like, hey, let me get a ride, because I would have punched him in the face. But it was couples, and we're like, no, we don't. We're not into that lifestyle.
They want us, like pineapples on the upside down, pineapples on the door, the whole deal.
Yeah, not happening. You want to just drop your girl off, though. You know what I'm saying? Maybe we can convince her in that, but I'm too jealous. There's no way I'm going to let anyone sleep with my girl. Like, you know what I mean? If you hug my girl weird, I'd be like, hey, man, chill.
Yeah.
I'm way too jealous in that style.
I gotcha. I can't believe they was, not that I can't believe, but that's kind of wild that they just approached you not knowing.
Yeah. And then I started, because it was more than once, and I took a step back, and I was like, are we giving off swinger vibes? Like, we need to chill, I guess. Like, I don't like JoJo's nodding her head, yes. You give swinger vibes from us?
I feel that you're very open.
Okay.
As far as like being comfortable with.
Okay.
So maybe it could be misconstrued.
Okay.
I could see you biting that apple right on the Lido deck.
Oh,
You know
yeah, I've definitely done that. Okay, that's a little, yeah. Okay, now I'm back on y'all's side.
Gee, maybe you did give off some signs.
Maybe I'm throwing off the wrong vibe.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would do it. I would have done it. I think I would do it. I wouldn't mind going to a sex club. I've never done that.
Well, let Drew know. He can take you.
Huh?
Well, let Drew know. He can take you.
The Caliente? Was it Caliente?
Yeah. No,
Is that the name of the
don't
joint?
say it properly and then act like you didn't know
what it was.
Oh, Caliente? What is it? What is it, Caliente?
Caliente. No, I remember because when they first opened, they were advertising with us, and Drew was doing like appearance. Well, I think he was doing appearances there, or he was just going and talking about it a lot.
Yeah, he goes there a lot.
Does he?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Good for him.
Yeah.
You know, and it's funny because it's not something I wouldn't picture him going being like the swinger dude.
Yeah.
Like if you told me Mo was swinging, I'm like, I get it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, Mo does seem like a swinger type.
He does?
Yeah. You don't think
He
so?
sent me a picture of his wife's butt. Not too long ago.
It's so weird that you said that because when we were at Down to Bowl not too long ago, Melanie, that's his wife's name, she was walking by and he stopped her and he goes, look at that Diz. He starts grabbing her butt. He goes, pretty good for a white girl, right? And starts smacking her. I was like,
my God.
What are you doing, dog? We're at a charity event, bro.
Poor Melanie.
But it was funny. I was like, what a guy.
Oh man. Is Drew the only one on staff confirmed to be into that whole thing, or are there other stories that I don't know about?
I think it's just, as far as I know, Drew's
I think he's the only one open enough.
Yeah.
Know what people do behind closed doors.
Yeah.
That's the truth. That's the truth, lady.
Mm-hmm. You would do it? I'm not a sharer.
As long as my wife was comfortable with it, I would.
I'm not a sharer.
Yeah.
That's why I make sure
Nicole,
I do.
JP, Doug, JoJo, yeah.
Yeah, but it might just because you're doing it doesn't necessarily mean you're swapping. It could be just together in the same space and you're coupled off. I don't know. I think.
I don't know. I
haven't done it. I feel such a prude. I don't want to be a prude.
I'll let if it was a couple thing, the guy could watch and his girl could join in. But as soon as you enter another dude, I'm like,
yeah.
I'm out.
What if the guy's whacking it in the corner?
Fine, just be far corner. I don't want to. I want to be like, you know, when you go to a SeaWorld, you're in the splash zone. I don't want to be in that.
Right.
Yeah,
you don't have to wear a poncho.
Yeah,
Totally
exactly.
Understood. All right, it's JP in for setting. I'm here to just before 2 o'clock, and then we'll hand it over to Drew Garabo live. We'll be right back.
You're listening to Setting Show on 102.5 The Bone. Download the free Bone app to listen to us anywhere. Sponsored by Mark Spain Real Estate. Get your guaranteed offer at markspain.com.
There's no such thing as a fender bender when it comes to motorcycle accidents.
More than 80% of crashes result in catastrophic injuries. Injuries that require experienced attorneys ready to fight for you. We are, and we will.
Farah and Farah, Tampa.
We love telling you about Win Derby at Derby Lane, an institution in Pinellas County, right on Gandy Boulevard. It's like walking back into the good old days of table games. You got $5 minimums at some of the tables. They've got appetizers coming by every few hours and free cocktails while you're playing.
Yeah, it's real simple and real fun. You can play Ultimate Texas Hold'em, 3-card poker, Mississippi Stud, and I Love Suits. And if you don't know what beats what, just look up the poker hand rankings on the mural. It'll give you a little guidance.
I got to say, I am somebody who has not played a bunch of poker in my life. So being able to look up at this amazing, a very beautiful mural, if I may say so myself, that breaks down everything. Royal flush, straight flush, 4 of a kind, full house, straight. I can be a genius even if I'm really not. You've got to check out Win Derby at Derby Lane.
Great place to host your next event, too. If you have an office party or a bunch of friends getting together, head on out to the legendary Derby Lane. You can all win some money, have a great time, and walk out of there with more money in your pockets than you walked in with. It is the legendary Derby Lane.
Memorial Day savings all month long at Crown Hyundai.
Get financing as low as 0%. Buy with 0 down or make no payments for a year on over 700 new tariff-free Hyundais. Drive a new 2025 Hyundai Tucson SE for only $259 a month. All backed by Owner Assurance, America's best warranty, including a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. Crown Hyundai, the better way to buy and service.
Visit crownhyundai.com.
With approved credit, 36-month lease, 10K miles a year, $39.99 due at signing plus dealer fee and electronic filing fee.
My name is Attorney Bill Sansoni. You might know me as Dead Air Sansoni from the Ask the Dom show. I represent people accused in crimes in Hillsborough, Pinellas, Pasco, Manatee, Polk, and Sarasota counties. I also represent clients in federal court across the country. If you have been arrested or accused of a crime, call me, Bill Dead Air Sansoni, at 813-361-0874 or online at sansoni-law.com. Offices, Tampa.
The coolest summer starts at Target with up to 50% off select Sun Squad pool and outdoor toys and 20% off select favorite day treats with Target Circle. Discover inflatable pools and outdoor toys that'll surely make a big splash this season, while you keep it cool and sweet with the most shareable cookies and frozen snacks under the sun. Hurry! Now through Memorial Day, save up to 50% on select Sun Squad toys and 20% on select favorite day treats with Target Circle, only at Target. Restrictions apply.
Progressive knows there are some surprisingly expensive things in life, like frames. Because you found a classic 70s concert poster. But when you went to get it framed, you realized the frame will cost about 4 times the amount of the poster. Which is actually absurd because no one will be looking at the frame, and if they are, then you severely overestimated how cool this poster is. But then you remember by switching your home and auto to Progressive, you could save hundreds and put it towards a classic 70s concert poster in an absurdly overpriced frame. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Not available in all states.
Lanny went to college and racked up huge debt.
A little bit over $100,000.
For a degree he couldn't use? Now what?
I had a friend that went to my computer career.
They even helped him get hired immediately after graduation.
One of the things I love about IT is that you can work from anywhere you want.
You could become an IT pro in just months, including cybersecurity and the basics of AI with zero experience at mycomputercareer.edu.
It worked for me, and I know it can work for you.
This is one student's experience. Individual results vary.
Thank you for making Total Wine & More America's #1 online source for spirits, beer, and wine. Better than all those delivery apps. Total Wine's prices are up to 30% lower with super fast delivery and no hidden fees. Order direct at TotalWine.com and pay less today.
Drink responsibly, B21.
Uh-oh, Brad's buzzed.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he's starting with the woots. Good thing is, he knows when he's buzzed.
Know your buzzed warning signs? Call for a ride when it's time to go home. Buzz driving is drunk driving. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Sitting in traffic because of an auto accident is frustrating. We should remember, though, that the person in that accident ahead, their life has changed forever. And we may be thankful it isn't us. But if it ever is, call 1-800-BURNETTI. We're ready. Offices Tampa, Lakeland, Pinellas.
John Senning here. I'm obviously not an attorney, but Mo DeWitt is. And you probably already know that if you're injured on the go, just call Mo. Mo and his firm fights for the injured people in Tampa Bay to get them what they deserve. Fighting the insurance companies can seem overwhelming, but that's what Mo does every day. And he's ready to do it for you. No matter what life throws at you, stand up and fight to get what you deserve. And it all starts with one call to Tampa's injury attorney at 866-CALL-MO. Give them a call day or night at 866-CALL-MO. That's 866-CALL-MOE.
Raise deals are here, and they're so good, even Raymond is buying. Drive a new Kia Sportage, just $479 per month. Or a new Kia Telluride, just $379 a month. Don't miss out. Claim your raise deal today. Sportage, $479 per month. Telluride, $379 a month. At Crown Kia, the better way to buy and service. Call 1-800-371-0942 for complete details.
Time marches on, and a lot has changed. But one thing has not changed. Washington regulations on local stations. Regulations that make it tough for local TV and radio stations to compete with global big tech platforms. If you want to keep local news, weather, and live sports on TV and radio, we need updated regulations. Tell Washington to modernize the rules to help local stations compete. Learn more at nab.org/modernize the rules. This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio, sponsored by Anajar and Levine, accident attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
You might know nothing, but at least you'll know that thing. Brought to you by Just Call Mo, Tampa's injury attorney. That thing. It's time for That Thing, right now on Senning Show.
1, 2, you know what to do. All right, well, That Thing will be back tomorrow at around 1:30 something because John Senning will be back. I'm here. I'm JP. I'm here till 2 o'clock. And then Drew Garabo live will be back. I am, we have a little while left. A fun fact, I love the Smurfs.
Really?
Yeah, but I'm not this crazy. You see this whole thing in France where they had over 3,076 participants decided to paint themselves blue and wear the blue and white costumes?
No.
In order to be Smurfs? Yeah. There's a movie coming out. There's a new Smurfs movie coming out, which, by the way, Rihanna is Smurfette.
Hey, hot.
I'm thinking Rihanna's your Smurfette's going to get a little freaky. I love Rihanna.
Did you ever hear that Smurf song?
Which one?
Papa Smurf, can you?
No.
I can't say the rest of it. I'll just send it to you.
Oh, you can't. I'm assuming you can't play it?
No.
No?
It's about licking. It's about tossing salads. We'll just say that.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
So I guess there's a new Smurf movie coming out. Maybe this is part of promotion for the movie. And like I said, Rihanna's playing. John Goodman is playing Papa Smurf. And Rihanna's playing Smurfette. And I love Rihanna. Do you remember when there were nude photos of her leaked? Like she was like getting in the shower or she was in the bathroom or something along that. Do you remember that?
I know her. Yeah, I know her photos with Chris Brown. They leaked some stuff.
They leaked some stuff. And then obviously she's in the, I believe you see her topless in that video. Bitch better have my money.
Probably. Do we?
Don't act like you forgot. Blah, blah, blah.
Remember during Roger JP, she was on a balcony and she was doing a nude photo shoot. Remember there was a guy who was just getting paid to just put water on her? Like when she got hot?
Yeah, she's so hot.
She's so hot.
She's so sexy. All I need is like, Smurfette just coming out and being like, sticks and stones may break my bones, but whips and chains inside me. And all of a sudden it's just Smurfette.
Yeah.
But when I was a kid, I was all into Smurfs. I had the game for ColecoVision. You guys are too young. You don't even know ColecoVision.
No.
You don't know So in the world of like home video games, it was basically the Atari 2600, which was like Pong. Did you ever see Pong?
Yeah, I know the Atari. Yeah.
So that was the extent of that. And then after that, you had this thing called Intellivision, which had like the worst controllers of all time. And then ColecoVision came out, and ColecoVision was like leaps and bounds ahead of everything else. And then it was Nintendo and all that other, and then Sega and all that other stuff came out after that.
Oh, it looks like ColecoVision was the first to have like the Donkey Kong game.
Yeah, ColecoVision had Donkey Kong, and they had a Smurf game. And I was all in it. I played that damn game all the time. Loved the Smurfs. I used to have the little Smurf soccer, like a little Smurf kicking a soccer ball, the little figurines. I used to have tons of those things in my room. I was all in.
Yeah, I definitely missed the wave of the Smurfs.
And Smurfberry Crunch cereal. So good.
Yes.
So I can't believe a Smurf conversation is completely wasted on the two of you.
Yeah. Monica probably would have ate this up.
She would have been all in.
Yeah. No.
We went through a little Smurf phase with Everly, but no. Never. I mean, I watched it. I was more Fraggle Rock.
I was just about to say that. I was typing in Fraggle Rock. I was like, that's what I remember. That was my era.
Fraggle Rock.
Yeah.
What was it? Work today? How does that song go?
I don't know how. I can't think of how it starts. I think there's a new
Worries
Fraggle
for
Rock movie
another
coming out.
day, let the music play. Down in Fraggle Rock. It's Gobo, Moki, Wembley, Boober, and Red.
Oh, wow. So you were on that wave, too.
What's
Okay.
up?
You
Right?
knew a
And who were
lot.
the ones and they were always working, and then who would come and eat the buildings? Like the dozers were always working, right?
Yes.
Is that what they were? The dozers?
Okay, wait. Now I have to look them up. I can't believe you remembered all their names.
All right, I love that damn show.
Yeah, the Doozers, yeah.
Doozers?
Yeah.
Okay. And they built the stuff, and then everybody else would just wreck it.
Yes.
And then there was the garbage guy.
The Fraggles would wreck it.
The Fraggles would wreck it?
Yes, the Fraggles view the Doozers' constructions as a delicious food source. So it sounds
Okay.
like the Fraggles would eat it.
Yep. And then the Doozers, they didn't even care. They just started building all over again.
What a weird thing. Cocaine must have been so good back then when they were
That's not cocaine,
these
that's
ideas.
mushrooms.
Okay,
That's hallucinogenics.
Yeah, okay, good point, yeah.
But all those children's shows, if you really go back, and I'm talking about the children's shows from the 70s, if you really go back and you look at them, like No Gnu's is Good Gnu's with Gary Gnu. Did you guys see?
I know of that.
Great Space Coaster. It's the Great Space Coaster. Get on board. It's the Great Space Coaster. It's the Great Space Coaster. Willing a comic ride, a fantasy. I know all this crap. All this crap ingrained into my noggin.
I know little.
And I feel like I'm talking to a wall because the two of you are just sitting there looking at me like I am absolutely out of my mind.
Yeah, you are, kind of, because it's a different time. Like, my mom showed me some of the shows from back in the day, whether it was the cartoons.
How old's your mom?
My mom is she was born in 61.
Okay, so she's 64 years old, is she, all right?
Yeah. So she would watch it. She liked the old Batmans and stuff like that.
What were your kids' shows? Like, what did you two watch?
Me, growing up, Ninja Turtles and Hanna-Barbera was definitely it, like Flintstones.
But those were the after-school shows. I'm talking about the Saturday morning. I'm talking about the little kid stuff. I can't hear her.
No, she's on the phone. That's why.
Okay.
But yeah, the Saturday morning cartoons I would watch, it would be like, I don't know, like Animaniacs, Tiny Toon Adventures. That's
All right.
Doug.
Yeah.
What are you mad at me about?
No, I'm not mad at you about anything. I heard you talk about it. I thought you were just, your mic wasn't on. Billy on line one. What's up, Billy?
Sorry.
That's okay.
Hey, JP, I just wanted to let you know, me and my fiance have a deal. We won't leave each other. But if she ever meets Morgan Wallen, I let her sleep with him. But if I meet Rihanna, I'm allowed to sleep with her, and I pray it happens.
Yeah. You know what, man? I'm pulling for you, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Madone.
Thanks, Billy. I wonder how many people have their hall pass person and use it.
Oh, yeah, imagine.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, how many people? It's all fun and games when you're sitting there and you're in bed, but your significant other, and you start talking about the hall pass kind of thing. But I wonder how many people actually get to use it.
It's like me and Nicole are sitting down. She's like, Pedro Pascal. That's who I'd want. I go, your best friend. Like, what happens when I say that? Like, we couldn't just pick anyone? It has to be a celebrity?
Yeah. Well,
I can't pick Janine?
Go ahead. Throw that against the wall and let me know if it sticks.
Yeah, right?
Let's see how it works out. Brad's on line two. Go ahead, Brad.
I'm pretty sure that's the whole point of it.
Right.
Yeah, just check out "Needed Me" by Rihanna on YouTube. That's all you need to see right there.
Check out what?
"Needed Me." That's the video.
Needed Me?
Yeah.
Okay.
By Rihanna. Yes.
All right.
Put that on in the
Yep, I'm going to go ahead and check that out right now.
Yeah, right. I'm telling you, the Bitch Better Have My Money video. It's like one of those Michael Jackson mini movies, but there's boobies all over the place in that one.
You ever seen the Faded video? Kanye West song, but it's Tiana Taylor's in it.
No.
And she's just dancing in like was that Flashdance? That's the movie, right? Where the girls dancing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like that. Do yourself a favor, watch that.
All right, send me the name of it.
I will send you the link to it.
Look at you.
Yeah.
You give and give and give.
Yeah.
I don't feel like
that video came out, and all I did was watch that all day. Like, dude, it has 70 million views.
Yeah.
7 were from me, for sure.
Dude, I haven't heard that new Kanye song that people are talking about. I just heard like a clip of it, and I think he's talking like Nazi, 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 or something like that, or Hitler, hell Hitler, or something along those lines. But everybody keeps talking about, like, if you just take like the beats and you take the words out. Have you heard it, Diz?
No, I haven't heard. I refuse to listen to it.
Okay. I just heard a clip of it accidentally. I was just like on Instagram and it was playing. I'm like, what is this?
Yeah. Whoops, wink, wink.
And then I saw a clip of Rogan, and I forgot who he was talking to. I think it was Tom Segura. And, when they're like, Jesus Christ, talking about the lyrics. And he goes, and then Rogan goes, yeah, but the song bumps. Like, okay. Keith, line 3. Go ahead, Keith.
Hey, guys, what's up? Love you being alive.
What's up, buddy?
You were talking about 70s shows. Do you remember a show called Lancelot Link, Secret Chimp?
No.
It was.
What is that?
You don't. No. Lancelot Link, Secret Chimp. This is how the drugs were the best in the 70s. It's an entire show of chimpanzees acting like secret agents, and it's so racist, it's ridiculous. They got like Mata Hari, and they got like the Chinese guy. You got to look it up on YouTube, and this is what my parents would put me in front of when I was like 5 years old.
Yeah. I remember like singing the Sea Monster and all the others. Let me write that.
No, this is live. Lancelot Link, Secret Chimp. It's, as an adult, my kids were like, so how was it growing up? And I just showed them a clip of that, and they go, that's what's wrong with you. It's insane, dude. It's and if you watch it, all the characters, and they got monkeys dressed up as Chinese people, and it's Mexican people, and it's so racist. And I'm like, some production company, some TV guy went, yeah, we'll give you money, go make this.
Oh my God!
Just watch it. It's hysterical. It's hysterical.
Thanks, man. I definitely did it. Like Lancelot Link, Secret Chimp.
Yeah.
I'm all in. Casey on line 1. What's up, Casey?
Hey, guys. Wanted to swing back to the top 10. I could swing back. Have you seen the girl in the works at a gym? I think it's called True Fit, and she's behind a door that says employees only, but it's almost like it's a tempered glass, but you can see in, but I guess they couldn't see out. And there's these 3 guys like behind an elliptical just filming it and just dying. It's all over the internet. I think it's called a True Fit Gym.
True Fit Gym? All right. I'll check it out.
He lives out of Chicago. Yeah, it's hilarious. She comes out. She's like they can find out she's married to a doctor, and he was an employee. And oh yeah, it's hilarious.
All right, I'll check it out. Thanks, man. And this all started with Smurfette being Rihanna being Smurfette. And you guys having no clue what the hell I'm talking about.
I mean, I know.
Yeah, I know Smurfs.
I get that, but I just never watched it.
And Gargamel and all of that.
Yeah, we had like records, like vinyls of the Smurfs and stuff like that. It just never got into it. I was too young, I think, to appreciate it. That sounds weird, but I just didn't get it. I didn't like it. And maybe because I was small, I was like, oh, I listen to this. This is making fun of me. I'm not watching this.
There were records. I didn't know there was like Smurf records. Now I'm feeling
you weren't
like,
really a Smurfs fan then.
I got to hand my Smurf card in.
Yeah.
That's just Smurfy.
Smurfs party time. I can see it right here. I just Googled it. Yeah. We had this. Big time thing.
Well, I wouldn't recommend buying a box now. I'm sure they will re-release. When this movie comes out, you can bet your ass they're going to re-release Smurf Berry Crunch cereal. Highly recommend. If you're into the sugary cereals.
Okay.
Highly recommend. Do you give them to your daughter? Do you let your daughter eat the
She doesn't really
stuff?
like cereal.
Yeah, neither do the girls really. They
No.
don't really. They eat Lucky Charms.
No,
but like when
she
I was
doesn't like
younger,
marshmallows, so she won't eat any of those.
What?
I know.
It's insane. As a kid, I don't like marshmallows now, but as a kid, I loved them.
Listen, when I was a kid and my mother would take me food shopping, like I would just go right to this. I would be able to pick out one box of cereal, and I would just leave my mother and just go in the cereal aisle.
That's me. I love cereal.
Me too. But just to be able, when you were a little kid and you basically all the boxes of the stuff that you wanted to eat had cartoon characters on the front.
Mm-hmm.
You had the Trix Rabbit, Trix, for kids. You had the Lucky Charms guy. You had Tony the Tiger.
No, we ate all this. She doesn't ever want any. I'm always like, what do you want? What do you want in your lunch? You want these cookies? You want to try these? I love trying new things, so I'm always going and finding new stuff to try.
Now that makes so much sense. JP, you don't know this, but sometimes, like, you knew we used to have a giving tree, right? Until Mo started taking everything that we had to take it down. JoJo has a little basket she'll put out of snacks. And there's snacks that I guess Everly never wanted to eat or anything like that.
I tried.
But there's so many different snacks. And now it makes sense because Everly's like, I'm not eating that. And
No,
she's like,
she never wants anything. She could care less when we go grocery. Like, she loves going to the grocery store.
Yeah.
But she just doesn't care
She should go with Aunt Monica and just get, baskets full of tasteless food. Because we talked about cereals one time. She's the person that likes grape nuts.
Oh, no. Yeah, no, she won't do that because we like to eat when we shop. So we go and we get her mac and cheese. We get her little popcorn chickens. She gets a Sprite. She sits, and we just cruise and we just snack and we eat as we go.
From like a steam table you're talking about?
We'll go to like the deli and I get stuff, but we eat it as we go through the grocery store.
Okay. Do you then have to go and rebuy that stuff again?
No, I just save the container and then we pay for it on the way out.
I used to go to when I used to smoke pot. The worst thing I could ever do is go food shopping high.
Oh God, yeah.
The worst thing I can ever do, especially if it was Sunday and I was going for like the Sunday sauce stuff and I was going to get like fresh mozzarella and roasted peppers and all that kind of stuff because I would spend hundreds of dollars when that really I should have been in and out of there for $40.
Yeah, me and Nicole went after like run errands and we were hungry and we just smoked.
Oh God.
And we started filling up the cart and we got like to aisle 4 and it was full. We're like, we should probably just come back later. Leave the cart and come back later.
I'm going to tell you, I'll do Instacart because even though I spend a ton and I have to pay the service fees and the delivery fees and all the freaking fees, it's still cheaper than if I go to the store because, like I said, oh my God, this is new. Oh my God, I should get this. Everly, do you want to try this? Try this. We should try this. Let's buy this. And then it's $200 later and I'm like, I needed $45 worth of stuff.
Right.
So I'm better off just shopping and having it delivered for me.
You're not a pot smoker, are you? You don't smoke pot, do you?
Mm-mm. I'll chew an edible.
Okay.
But it's been a minute.
To sleep or to enjoy while out?
To enjoy while out.
Gotcha.
Yeah. I don't know that I should be,
Come to the beach bash. Watch me get JoJo high.
Oh, there I will because I'll stay the night.
Yeah.
Whoop, whoop.
Yeah, that's going to be a time, huh?
That's going to be a time.
Yeah, JP's thought circle. Let's go.
Yeah. It's funny. It's Olivero called me yesterday, and I didn't see the phone call until this morning. And then we were talking about something else about, am I in on Friday or work week stuff? I was like, is that all you needed to know? He's like, no, I got something else to talk to you about. I'm like, I bet you this is the thought circle.
I'll sit in your circle.
So what do I have to do? Do I have to come up with like an event for people to want to take place in? Because that's too much pressure.
No, I think that they're going to... So they already, I think, have it mostly set. And they're probably going to be like, well, we have A, B, and C available for you to kind of be the lead on. Would you be interested? And then you'll say no. And they go, well, you're still going to do it.
Like if there's cornhole or something. I don't even know. I feel like if you don't want to do anything and you just want to walk around and chat with people, then that's what you can do.
Yeah, JP's cornhole. Get it in his hole.
I'm not so sure that's the case, though, George.
All right, I'm gonna have conversations. Do you want to do something? Do you not want to do something?
I don't know.
Johnny B's clamoring to, so we can always just slide that responsibility his way.
What does he want to do?
Anything. He just wants to be involved. He likes to be participating.
Is it like an attention thing? Like he needs attention?
Oh, I don't know.
I'd like to be involved, but I don't care enough where I'm gonna like, oh man, get me involved. You know what I mean? Like I'll be like, hey, I'm interested in doing A, B, or C if you want. And if not, whatever. I'm just gonna, get drunk and hang out.
Oh yeah, I'm always the less you need me to do, the better.
That's not true.
I feel like me.
True. You run everything in that joint.
Well, but I'm just saying, like, if I don't have, like, if you don't want me to do something or be involved, that's fine. I'd rather just go and drink and hang out and not be responsible for something.
I want to prove my worth in a sense. Like, hey, look, I'll be the guy who will go do these things if you need. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You'll volunteer for stuff, but you hope they say no.
Yeah, kind of. Like, I don't want them to say yes, but I will do it because, again, I want to prove my worth and be like, see, look, full time.
That's like when you're doing something and you invite somebody that you really don't want, but you're banking on them saying no.
Yeah.
Or you offer to do, you offer.
And you say
like,
no,
oh,
and
yeah.
your conscience is clean because, hey, look, I asked.
Yeah.
You know,
Yes.
you feel good because you can, you never get in trouble for when you ask. But when they say yes, you're like, oh, son of a bitch. Now I don't even want to go. Now I don't even want to do the thing that I was excited about.
It'll
That
be fun.
sucks.
It'll be fun.
Or my go-to is doing stuff wrong so they don't get asked again.
Let me show you how to do it right for the next time.
Well, that's a good
how,
rebuttal.
That's how I roll.
But I'll do it and then I'll still do it wrong. But I just don't get it.
I don't know
if I'm
supposed to say this on the air, but I saw that the first block of rooms already damn near sold out.
No, yes, it did. And I think
Yeah.
they opened up a few more. The
second block of rooms is already going?
Mhm.
Right.
Yeah, it's
and I'll
filling
tell you
fast.
this, from what I understand, the earlier you get in, the better off you are. So go to theboneonline.com. All the information is right there for the Bone Beach Bash.
Yeah.
It's going to be a time. I love that.
It's
what you
going to
said.
be a time.
It's going to be
All
a
right.
time.
That is it for us. Thank you for having us for the extra hour. I appreciate you very much. Drew Garabo live is next. Thank you, Diz. Thank you, JoJo, for filling in the last couple
Thanks
days.
for having me.
We'll see if we'll see if Monica is back tomorrow. We'll be back tomorrow at 11 o'clock. Have a great day. Good luck. Bone bonus coming up in just 7 minutes. Bye.
To the Matthews Bridge. Can you feel it? A digigeneration. Get up! A digigeneration.
You're listening to Setting Show on 102.5 The Bone. Neutral presents The Bone Summer Beach Bash. An entire weekend of everything bone. Just for you. July 18th through the 20th at the beautiful Sky Beach Resort in St. Pete.
Friday night is going to be hosted by me, John Senning, and we'll feature a live performance from my friends Matt and Zach, who will set the perfect beachside vibe as we roast a pig and party all night long. Make your plans now.
Saturday is all about the party. Pool party, games, the Bone broadcasting live, and more. Saturday night, my band Pitbull Toddler hits the stage. The night continues after with the late night pool party and songs by the bonfire. There's so much more that we have planned. We'll be telling you all about it in the coming weeks.
Book your room now by visiting theboneonline.com. And remember, even if you don't get a room, it's free to come party. The Bone Summer Beach Bash kicks off Friday, July 18th at the Sky Beach Resort. Presented by Neutral and 102.5 The Bone. Real, raw summer.
When you're injured on the job, you need more than just a workers' comp lawyer. When you need a fighter, you need us. Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm. For the people. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
John Senning here for Furman Ford, Clearwater's big Ford store. From social media to the evening news, everyone is talking about the Ford Employee Pricing Sales Event. If you've been waiting, trying to figure out that perfect time to buy a new truck or SUV, guess what? The time is now during the Ford Employee Pricing Sales Event. What does that mean for you, you might ask? You pay exactly what a Ford employee pays across a full line of trucks and SUVs. This is an unprecedented opportunity that's going to give you massive savings on some of America's best-selling vehicles. You need to go see Bob Murray and my friends at Furman Ford today. They've got that beautiful brand new showroom on US 19 in Clearwater, and you can always check them out online at FurmanFord.com. Furman Ford, from America, for America, and make sure you let them know that John Senning sent you.
Are you ready to go from looking for a job to landing a career? Hillsborough Community College has the tools to reach your goals. Our fast-track workforce training leads to exciting careers with competitive salaries. You'll find accessible, affordable programs with convenient schedules that fit your needs. Our dynamic learning environment features expert faculty and leadership opportunities. It's time to change your life. At HCC, we'll get you there. Register now at hccfl.edu.
Ray's deals are here, and they're so good, even Raymond is buying. Drive a new Kia Sportage, just $479 per month. Or a new Kia Telluride, just $379 a month. Don't miss out. Claim your Ray's deal today. Sportage, $479 per month. Telluride, $379 a month. At Crown Kia, the better way to buy and service. Call 1-800-371-0942 for complete details.
Hey, this is Roger for the amazing Sleep Number Smart Bed. My wife and I, we've had our Sleep Number Smart Bed for over 8 years. My side of the bed, my Sleep Number setting is a 45. On her side of the bed, her Sleep Number setting is a 55. She likes the bed a little more firm than I do. Never slept better. It adjusts while you sleep so you can sleep well uninterrupted. Oh, by the way, over the last month, my average Sleep Number score is an 81. That's amazing. So why should you choose a Sleep Number Smart Bed? Well, so you can choose your ideal comfort on either side like we do. It's the only bed that lets you make each side firmer or softer whenever you like your Sleep Number setting. And right now, it's the Sleep Number Everything Smart Bed sale. Every smart bed and base are on sale during our Memorial Day event, up to 50% off, limited time, exclusively at a Sleep Number store near you. In Tampa, 1822 Northwest Shore Boulevard. In Clearwater, at the Countryside Mall on US 19. And in Brandon, at the Brandon Exchange between JCPenney's and the food court. See store or sleepnumber.com for details.
O'Reilly.
You need parts? We got parts. Product availability? Just one part that makes O'Reilly stand apart. Get one free set of brake pads when you buy 2 brake rotors. Upgrade to Brake Best Select brake pads for $10 more, or upgrade to Brake Best Select Pro or Import Direct pads for just $20. Offer in-store only. Restrictions apply. See store for details.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
While retinitis pigmentosa takes Mark's vision, his family gives him hope, whether at the family business or at home with his wife and sons. He knows he's not fighting alone. For 50 years, the Foundation Fighting Blindness has funded research into treatments and cures for blinding retinal diseases, providing hope to people with vision loss. And for Mark, winning the fight means being there for his family. The Foundation Fighting Blindness. Together, we're winning. Help us end blinding diseases at fightingblindness.org.
When it really matters, choose Farrah & Farrah. Here for you, here for good. Tampa.
Experience the summer of music with Neutral and 102.5 The Bone. You could win tickets to some of the biggest shows of the year, including Thomas Rhett, The Weeknd, Jason Aldean, or you could win one of dozens of Neutral prizes like coolers and hats. Neutral. Keep it tasty. Just visit any participating Circle K location in Florida and scan the QR code on the Neutral Summer of Music poster to enter.
Car accident? Take back control of your life. Call Anna Jar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
It's Work Zone Awareness Week, Florida. Every year, lives are lost in work zones because of speeding and distractions. When you see orange cones, remember, slow down, follow the signs, and stay focused. Workers are counting on you to get home safely, and so are their families. Let's work together to prevent crashes and save lives. A safety reminder from the Florida Department of Transportation. Slow your roll. Safety's the goal.
John Setting here for Wild Fork. I got a lot of favorites at Wild Fork, but my go-to right now is the mushroom and bacon crusted pork loin. I threw that bad boy on the pellet smoker for about an hour. It was beautiful, sliced it real thin. It fed me all week long. From rare cuts of meat, sides, seasonings, desserts, and more, they've got everything you're looking for. You can get it delivered right to your front door, pick it up in-store, or just go on a shopping spree. Locations in West Chase, South Tampa, and St. Petersburg, and always online at wildforkfoods.com.
Chloe loves softball. Cancer tried to stop her twice. Now she's a force on and off the field. We believe in Chloe's dream because we share it. Johns Hopkins All Children's Hospital. All we do, all for kids.
Mike Calta here from my friends at Zen Film Solutions. You can find them online at zenfilmsolutions.com or give them a call at 813-TINTING. Because if you're driving around in a car in Florida with no tint, you are crazy. Factory smoke glass does nothing for heat rejection. And if you want to protect yourself from love bugs this season, get paint protection for your car, windshield protection film, and color-changing wraps. If you're driving around in a car and you don't like the color, simply change it with a wrap. Hit them up online at zenfilmsolutions.com or call them up at 813-TINTING and tell Mike how to say you.
Thinking about buying your first home? Now, with Third Federal, you can buy your first home and pay no PMI. Hi, I'm Mark Stefanski, Chairman and CEO of Third Federal. Private mortgage insurance, or PMI, can cost thousands of dollars over the life of your loan. And you may not realize PMI doesn't protect you. It only protects the lender in case of default. But at Third Federal, you can buy a home with just 5% down and no PMI. Plus, first-time home buyers get $750 off a closing cost. So if you're thinking about buying your first home, go for it and visit thirdfederal.com.
Even before you find a home, lock in 6.625%, APR 6.685% on a 30-year fixed-rate purchase mortgage. Visit thirdfederal.com or call 1-800-3rd-FED today. APR reflects 15% down for $350,000 loan amount. Rate requires automatic payment program and is subject to change. Restrictions apply. See conditions for closing cost coupon at thirdfederal.com/FTHB. Equal housing lender.
1025 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. And 1073 WXGL HD2 St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio. And now, back to Senning Show. With your host, John Senning.
To the country, I'm gonna eat a lot of peaches. I'm moving to the country, I'm gonna eat me a lot of peaches. I'm moving to the country, I'm gonna eat a lot of peaches. I'm moving to the country.
Disgusted by what has happened here today. You know it's going to be a messed up day at work when you haven't even clocked in yet and you've already been exposed to, I don't even know what to call it. Sexual harassment? Jesus Christ, JoJo, I'm so sorry that...
Thank you.
I'm so sorry for all of us. I know.
Yeah.
You're far from prudish.
That's correct.
Same here. I can handle a lot. But Maurice's graphic description of what took place between him and his beautiful wife before he came to work today.
Do we need to use names, Drew?
I just want this all on record. Since we don't have a human resources person in the building, unfortunately, that I can go down and talk to.
JoJo is a human resources person.
Then she's writing you up.
Yeah, you came in hot. You came in hot.
I mean, Mo, first of all, I don't know who pulls the old smell my finger when they walk into work.
I didn't do that.
You pretty much did, metaphorically, except instead of your finger was your mouth.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I had missed JoJo, and I was...
And that's how you say I missed you is, I just 69 with my wife. Give me a kiss, baby.
What does it taste like?
No, you're jumping it.
Oh, I'm sorry. Am I putting the baby out with the bathwater? Go ahead.
I'm just saying, I said, hey, JoJo, and every now and again I give her a proper kiss. Usually we hug.
Okay.
And every now and again I give her a proper kiss, which is on the lips.
Oh.
And we had, she leaned into it this time.
I did no such thing.
She leaned into it, or did she put her hands up and shake her hand?
It's on camera. She leaned into it.
It's not on camera, and thank God they don't run during the break. But 45 seconds before you besmooched the beautiful Joanne, you were describing to us what filthy activity you and your beloved were engaging in because little Bowie was in preschool.
Yeah.
Oh, it was after.
And it wasn't even telling us, Dizzy. It was...
First and foremost.
Jesus
First and
Christ.
foremost. Me and JoJo had our moment. Then I went to give...
What moment was that?
Sexual
You
harassment
forcing
moment.
a
You're
kiss
right.
on her after you had...
Then I went to get black tea as I do every day before the show.
Jumping me online in the coffee, but go ahead.
Oh, yeah. Drew had his cup and his headphones by the coffee machine.
That's right.
But he was in the bathroom like, F this in world.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
And I moved it out, and I got my... And he comes out, I'm like, sorry, bro.
Damn.
and so...
Dude gets a little stank on his hang down, and all of a sudden he's swinging his big D all over the office. Man.
And then I'm thinking, oh, I did something and then I kissed JoJo. And then I came in and apologized. I was like, JoJo, I'm sorry.
Which was, you should have just left it alone.
Yeah, I wouldn't have said anything. I would have just thought to myself, oh, damn, JoJo pretty much just kissed my wife on the private parts.
Yeah. He really did.
Oh, my God.
You doubled down.
Yeah.
No,
really
I mean,
did.
come on. Like, you wiped your mouth or, like, brushed your teeth or, like.
Yeah, he definitely
human?
strikes me as hygiene conscious for sure.
Well, first off, I'm
Because you're going to come and talk to people and be around other humans.
He wears the same pants for the whole week. And you think he's washing
changed his underwear since Ford was president.
Same thing.
You need to listen to both of them. But I will say this: I am OCD. I'm extremely clean. I'm extremely. I am extremely.
And another
whatever.
way to say it is he does not change his clothes.
But I will say this: I don't know who brushes their teeth after certain things. It's not,
If I'm going to work and I have just put my tongue in the holiest of holies, as Samuel L. Jackson said in Pulp Fiction, I'm going to brush my teeth and floss.
Yeah.
You don't come to work expecting somebody to kiss you.
Is JoJo here? Because if
I wasn't the one that did all of the things.
Well, we don't know this. There's no document, as Drew said. There's no video.
There may be no document. There is an opportunity, however, for you to win $1,000 right now. And if I don't play this, I'm going to forget.
Here we go, Bone fam. The Bone Bonus. Presented to you by Farah and Farah, Tampa's accident attorneys. FarahandFarah.com. This hour's Bone Bonus keyword is
Bank. Head to the 1025 The Bone app right now and enter bank before 30 minutes past the top of the hour, and the $1,000 Bone Bonus could be yours. JoJo is the subject of many a man's spank bank. That's bank.
It's very kind of you to say.
It's absolutely true.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, so
those lips are supple, Drew. Supple.
Stop talking about Melanie. We don't care.
And glazed.
Hey.
All right. So John Senning is out.
Hate all of you.
He'll be back tomorrow. I did nothing. And I am sitting here in place of John Senning. Maurice is here as well. I asked Diz and JoJo to hang out again because I like spending time with them.
Ditto.
I didn't know that it would take this turn.
Yeah, you invited
Who
us.
could have?
No, there was just
Who
no
could have
way.
known?
No way to predict the wild card that happened here. Man, I don't know what other kind of workplaces where people come in. I guess restaurants we're kind of used to that. You know, when you're working at a restaurant,
yeah, full of
it's-
sexual harassment.
Total. Like,
Yeah.
There was no harassment. There was no harassment.
Yeah, there was.
Yeah.
Maybe for him, I don't know. He had to sit and witness everything.
Yeah, that's true. I'm traumatized like you are, Dave.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Other than radio and restaurants, I don't know many other industries, if any, where there is no sexual harassment, where like you just have these open conversations like right before you start your shift of, wow, my wife and I just 69. Give me a kiss, baby. Restaurants, the game of grab ass or slap ass is just like you walk by any coworker and you just give them the old what for.
Yeah.
I don't know any other industries where that happens, but probably because I've only worked in radio and restaurants since I was about 16 years old.
Yeah, I would say I agree with that. I'm inappropriate in every place, so
Yeah, I imagine the
not
teacher's
as
lounge would
gross as Mo, but
yeah,
you know.
no
Gross. You're calling me gross now. After you leaned into that kiss.
I did
Come on,
not
stop
lean.
it.
When I pull back and you pull my
Pull
head
back.
forward,
You
that's
pull back.
Yeah.
Stop it.
Man, I hate what's happening here. I imagine the teacher's lounge would probably be rife with like descriptions of like what happened, except
Doctors and nurses.
Yeah,
Yes.
very good,
Yeah.
very
Yeah.
good. Like behind the scenes.
Yeah,
away
I watch
from
a lot of Grey's
patients.
Anatomy, so.
Oh. Hey, what about The Pit? Is that any good? Anybody watching that? I need a new show.
I want to,
no, but
because I'm a big Noah Wiley fan, and ER was like for me one of the best medical dramas ever.
Yes.
Do you remember the first ER? Not the drama, the medical drama that was on in the 90s, but the comedy that was on in the 80s that took place in an emergency
I
room?
know it. I didn't watch it, but I know it.
Yeah, it was a funny. I just remember there was a lady who would always say, "Step back in a white line," and that's all I remember. But I need a new show because last night I got caught up on Seth Rogen's The Studio on Apple TV, one of the greatest programs.
So great.
Ever,
What is that?
Ever. Oh, dude.
I have no idea what that is.
I haven't
So
watched it either.
Seth Rogen is the studio head of he gets a job as a studio head of a
Okay.
film company, and the whole show is making fun of the film industry and
Got
studio
it.
heads. Bryan Cranston is his boss.
Oh.
There are cameos from, in the first episode, Martin Scorsese and Steve Buscemi.
Oh, wow.
Zoe Kravitz has a running cameo.
The South African chick, and I can't remember.
Charlize Theron.
Charlize Theron, yes.
Yeah, it is spectacular. It is hilarious, and the episode that aired last week is a mushrooms episode.
Is that an Apple TV?
It is.
Okay.
It's an
It
Apple
sounds
TV
like
joint.
it would. Okay.
Season 1, how many episodes?
They are on the 7th episode, and it is one of the funniest shows you'll ever see.
Dizzy, you would love this aspect of it. They want Seth Rogen wants to make serious films, and the head wants to do a Kool-Aid movie. And I haven't got to where they cast. They're arguing over if this should be an all-black movie.
Oh yeah, because it's Kool-Aid, and they're arguing if it's racist because like black people drink Kool-Aid, and then they end up with Ice Cube as like the main Kool-Aid man. And it is one of the funniest shows I've ever seen on television. It is knocked down, just drop dead hilarious. But I'm all caught up on that.
Okay.
And then I'm caught up on that new John Hamm show that's also on Apple
Yes.
TV.
The Neighbor show?
Your Friends and Neighbors,
Yes.
which is absolutely brilliant.
Love him.
Well, you'll love this then. He loses his job. He's wealthy, loses his job, and then decides he's going to start breaking into his wealthy friends' houses and stealing stuff and pawning it.
Oh, God.
And he's great in it. But I'm all out of shows now. I'm caught up on everything, and I caught up on Peaky Blinders, and I'm on the treadmill today or elliptical today, and I'm like, what do I even watch? It's like I've scrolled through the entire internet. It's all dead.
Did you weren't a fan of Curb Your Enthusiasm? You never gave that.
It was okay. Yeah, I don't like Larry David, but the show's very funny. But you kind of have to like Larry David to like the show.
Okay.
It would help. I didn't know who he was at first.
He's very unlikable.
That's the point, though, isn't it? Or you mean him as a person?
No, him as a person. I find him very, very unlikable. But you're right. I feel like he is playing himself on the show, which he is, and he's just incredibly unlikable. I started the new Conan O'Brien travel show, Conan O'Brien Must Go.
On HBO.
Yeah, which they call Max, and now it's HBO Max once again. They've got a branding problem.
Oh, yes. I saw that.
Yeah, which is so weird.
I thought that was a joke.
Me too. But it's a really good show, and I'll love anything Conan does.
I love him too.
And the basis of this show is he calls people on his podcast who live in other countries, and then he goes to visit them. So, like the first episode, this dude from Norway, he has him on the little Skype or Zoom or whatever, RIP Skype, and then he goes to Norway to like hang out with the dude and expose himself to Norwegian culture, and it's a very interesting show.
Was that? I think I might have watched an episode. Was that when he went there and he found out like he makes music and he was like, okay, I can see that. Okay,
he made a song with him and everything.
Yeah, okay, it's not bad.
It's great.
I love Conan, though.
Yeah, he can do no wrong. He's one of the funniest individuals that has ever lived. I feel like I need another like.
What kind of genre are you looking for?
Thank you, Joanne.
Yeah.
I need a Breaking Bad. I need a Peaky Blinders.
Okay.
I need a Sopranos. I need a heavy drama that's going to compel me.
Our cat from Peaky Blinders. I told you should watch it. It's what is it called? It's with Pierce Brosnan.
Mobland.
Oh,
Mobland
yes,
is really good.
Thank you. Tom Hardy, too.
Yeah, Tom Hardy.
Oh, my
yes,
God.
That's where you
There
need
you
to
go.
On it. There we go. Thank you very much. Problem solved. The show's over. Good night, everybody. 800-771-1025 is our number. If you'd like to snag one of the few remaining hotel rooms, I don't even know if I haven't checked since we've been on the air if there are any left. I know they opened up some second tier rooms, I guess. If you go to theboneonline.com, click on the Bone Summer Beach Bash, July 18th through 20th at Sky Beach. Book your room now. Here we go. Let's see what we've got available for you. It's going to be an incredible weekend of a lot of fun. Joe, you're going to be there, right?
Oh, I'll be there.
Okay, good. Because like it or not, you're part of the Bone now.
Yeah.
Yes, she is. She's part of the big bone.
When you do click on the banner, I have found that it gives you the option to book July 17th through the 20th, which is the Thursday. So I would just click on the 18th. I don't know if that's if they're trying to get people to stay an extra night or if that's a thing.
I'll have to look into that.
Thank you, Joj.
My pleasure.
I clicked on loading availability. Here we go. Yep, we got a deluxe water view king room still available. So I would snag that as soon as you can. This is going to be a weekend that you're not going to want to forget. Are you a Love on the Spectrum fan, Joanne?
I have not watched it, but I will watch like clips online. I feel like I need to just get on board.
It's one of those, you could watch it with Everly. It is one of those beautiful, uplifting television programs that will make you feel so great about humanity. So many shows make you feel awful about the way
100%.
we are. This show is the exact opposite. It is just so pure and wholesome. And I mentioned this at the end of the show yesterday, so I want to mention at the beginning of the show today. I am desperately trying to reach Madison, who lives in the St. Pete Gulfport area,
Yes.
and her boyfriend, Tyler, who works at the Plant City Publix. He wears a cowboy
Oh my
hat.
God, I love
and
it.
they're local. They are so amazingly beautiful. Just the love that they share. We all deserve love. Like, that's one thing I think we are put here to do other than die. You're born to basically die.
Are they the two that make out in front of their parents all the time? Or is,
they're making
very
out on the beach
affectionate?
and-
yeah.
Oh, it's
that's so sweet.
It's a special
Can
show.
I ask you a question?
Please.
Because I haven't watched it, I'm going to watch it, and I've encountered people on the spectrum here or there, but I've never, been around. What is the percentage of people on the spectrum versus people not on the spectrum of living where the life is different?
Great question. So it focuses on the people who are on the spectrum, but some of them do speed dating, and not everyone they do speed dating with is on the spectrum. So some of them date people who are not on the spectrum, which is kind of beautiful in its own way, but I think the shared experiences are what they're all looking for. So I think they all settle with people who are also on the autism spectrum. And God, it is so beautiful.
But I'm saying,
like in general, like how many people are on the autism spectrum?
No. As far as if you're on the spectrum, what's the percentage of how different your life is as far as day to day, as opposed to people that are not on the
Do
spectrum?
you mean like who's like what's the number of like high functioning compared? Isn't that the term?
No, I'm saying how different is their existence from our day to day existence?
69%.
Thank you.
They all live with their parents. Like they need constant care. They can't live on their own.
Okay,
they need
there's
assistance.
Okay, got it.
Yeah. They can't. They can probably function for a little bit on their own. You can leave them home alone probably, but they need constant care. Good afternoon. Welcome to Settings Show. We've got Dizzy. We've got JoJo. We've got Maurice, and I am Drew Garabo. Who are you? Man, what a great intro. And now you're just going to sit there like a friggin' dullard. Hello? From the 941. Busting up my rhythm.
Hey, this is Levi.
Levi, what the hell, man? I'm sitting here like introing you, and you're ruining my vibe here. Bitch, don't kill my vibe.
I'm going over the Skyway, so sorry about the
I understand.
service here.
It happens.
Just going over the shows. All the shows you mentioned are great. One that me and my wife love and we love to introduce other people to is, have you seen the Netflix limited series Presumed Innocent with Jake Gyllenhaal?
Oh, yeah. Great. The original movie with Harrison Ford back in the 90s was fantastic, or late 80s. But I thought let me give you an impression from that show. Only people who watch the show will get the impression, and Sarah's so sick of me doing this, so I'm glad I get to do it for another human being. This is the DA who is the boss of the guy who is prosecuting Jake Gyllenhaal for the murder. You ready for this?
I'm ready.
All right, here we go. I don't know why you would go with that kind of strategy. Do you really feel like that was the right way to go? Nailed it, right?
That was perfect. That was perfect.
Thank you. You only need to watch the show to enjoy it. God, Jake Gyllenhaal. I listened to him on Stern, and he might be the most compelling individual that has ever lived. He is a fascinating matinee movie idol.
Yeah, he's pretty good at all different role. Like, I mean, I don't think there's anything that he couldn't.
No, I mean, from Point Break to friggin' Presumed Innocent to Donnie Darko to everything. And the kid was in City Slickers when he was like 6 years old.
Was he really?
He was one of the kids in City Slickers.
That's funny. I didn't know that.
Child star.
Didn't he just do the remake of Roadhouse?
He did. He absolutely did. He's got some great Patrick Swayze stories from Donnie Darko, too. Patrick Swayze was in that.
Oh, yes.
Hello, who are you?
I need to watch more movies.
Yes, you do. Hello?
Hello?
Hi, what's your name?
This is Valerie.
Hi, Valerie. Sure nice to speak with you today. What can we do you for?
I was calling about you were looking for a new show.
I sure
I
am.
wanted to recommend The Pit. If you like
Never heard of it. What's it all about?
About a trauma center.
Huh. The Pit, you say. P-I-T?
Yeah, with Noah Wiley.
Oh, P-I-T-T, actually, for Pittsburgh. 2 T's.
P-I-T-T, yeah.
Yeah.
If you liked ER, you will absolutely love it. There's 15 episodes.
Okay.
And it actually goes in real time. Like, it starts off at 7 a.m., like with the morning shift. And it goes throughout the day through 15 hours.
So like a 24 type show with Jack Bauer, except medically.
Yes, Absolutely. I'm a nurse, and it is like 100% the most accurate medical show I've ever watched.
All right. I don't know if I want accuracy in my medical shows, but then again, I don't want it to be like House either, which I loved the first episode. And then I watched the second episode. I'm like, well, that was kind of similar to the first episode.
Thank you.
And then by the third, fourth, fifth, 12th episode, they're all the goddamn same. It's the same formula.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, House is gruff.
Yeah.
Oh, they misdiagnosed. Mystery diagnosis.
like
Monsters living inside me. Thank you, young lady.
I thought I was the only one who thought that.
No, so goddamn repetitive. I'm like, God, you have a formula here. You're doing the same damn thing every episode.
And it
My
works.
numbers, yeah.
And it works because I watch him. I watch them all.
Stupid Hugh Laurie.
I know.
What's he done since then? Either nothing.
Oh, nothing.
Nothing. Hello, who are you?
This is Nick.
Hi, Nick. How we doing today, bud?
I'm doing all right. How are you?
Oh, awesome. Thank you. Appreciate you asking.
Good. I was just calling to recommend a show. Have you heard of All the Light We Cannot See?
I don't like the title already. No. Tell me about it, please. 30 seconds or less.
It's a great story about a French girl who is blind in the
800-771-1025.
Qu'est-ce say, Drew?
French girl who is blind. I'm going to pass on that one. That sounds terrible. But thank you very much for the suggestion. I just, anything in another language, like subtitles and stuff like I don't mind subtitles because I need subtitles so I can see and hear. But anything in another language is just kind of meh.
Yeah.
Like French shows especially. Like there was a French show about like a missing kid. It might have either been called The Missing or The Killing or something like that. And there was a missing kid and a French detective, and I watched it. But
there's a lot of stuff like that like they're interesting, but it feels like an assignment watching it. You know?
Correct.
What I mean?
Like someone in high school said, you've got to watch this and then write an essay on it. I'm not looking to do
But
that.
you didn't find it necessary to watch to do subtitles with Peaky Blinders like I did.
Oh, I did.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, I absolutely did. You're gonna need and I saw a dude with the Peaky Blinders shirt at the Sturgill Simpson show this past weekend, and I just wanted to go up to him. I was like, by order of the Peaky effing Blinders, and he would have been like, yeah, and I would have been like, cool. So I didn't say anything because where's that conversation going to go?
If you even watched the show.
Man, I will tell you.
Could have just liked the shirt.
It's true. I didn't say this yesterday, but I had just had to recount something that happened at the show. So Sarah and I, we drive all the way up from friggin' Tampa to Alpharetta, Georgia, a good 8-hour drive, check into our hotel, get to the venue and everything, and we're sitting there. Concert's about to start, and there's no one sitting to my left. Two dudes sit down to her right. They're okay. One's got kind of a wide stance, but whatever. And then these four people come and sit to my left, and the guy who's, of course, going to be sitting next to me. Of course. Tan corduroy pants. Just trying to paint the picture here. Plaid shirt. Now, I've Googled his tattoo that was visible on his arm because I wanted to see if it was a white supremacy tattoo or an anti-Semitic tattoo. It had the Star of David, the Jewish star.
Okay.
But then two other stars surrounding it. And this gentleman was definitely not of the Jewish persuasion.
Yeah.
And he sits down and he goes, hey, buddy, going to be a long night for you. And I just look, I go, well, that's exactly what I want to hear as soon as somebody sits down. And sure enough, it was. Every slow moment, every like beautiful, poignant song that Sturgill did, this son of a bitch, woo! The only guy, like literally if there was a DVD of this, you could watch the DVD and hear the only guy going, woo! And what do you do? Like he's having a good time at a concert. I can't go up to security and be like, hey, this guy's going woo too loud. But I wanted to. Hello there. Who are you?
Oh,
God. Gross. This is going to be a long night for you. I was like, all right, thank you. Hey, Andrea, what's going on?
So I was calling in to let you know if you want like good drama suspense, like everything going on, 000 on HBO. And then Netflix, either The Resident or it's a little old, but Kim's Convenience.
Hold on one second. These are shows
I
I've
watched
never
The
heard of
Resident.
Kim's Convenience is about a convenience store in Canada owned by an Asian family. I have seen some of that. It's all right.
Okay, a convenience store owned by an Asian family in Canada.
That sounded.
That's a show?
Like another. Yeah, I watched some
funny.
of that. It's okay.
It's not bad.
It's okay.
Yeah, it has its moments.
000
there's
looks like a movie. It's looks like a military movie.
It's not. It's actually episodes, and it's really good.
Based on the book of the same name.
It basically surrounds the cocaine trafficking from Mexico to the U.S. and like the behind the scenes with the two sides coordinating.
Hasn't that genre really been like with Narcos and Pablo and all that? Like, haven't we really drained the drug trade television programs? Haven't we seen all there is to see, young lady?
I think so too, but then I started watching this one because this isn't about necessarily. This is about like the stuff that like the connections within the military and how the military's letting it pass.
Okay.
And things that go on, like the lower level stuff that people don't really think about.
I can get down with that. Thank you very much, Andrea. I appreciate that. I would like to watch a show on how the U.S. introduced crack into the inner cities with the help of like the Nicaraguans and whatnot.
So Snowfall.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah, Snowfall.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that was what it was about. I've heard of the show.
Yeah, the introduction
That's
of
what it's
crack.
about, introducing crack. All
It's
right.
about that, and then there's different stories going on. That's the kid who started it in his city and stuff like. It's not bad. It's
Okay.
I'm still watching it. I'm like season 4 or something like that, but it's all right. There's a writer's strike, and you can kind of tell at one point where it's like some of these episodes don't seem like the others. And when you look it up, you find out there's a writer's strike, but it's not a bad show.
Is Snowfall also a show about some train that was like out of control or something? Wasn't there a show a couple of years ago? Was it called Snowfall or Snowblind or something like that?
I don't know that.
It's a train.
It's futuristic. It's the world is
like the Polar Express, except like horror.
Every survivor of some apocalypse is on the train.
I remember seeing that now.
Snow something. Hello there. Who are you?
I find it incredible how much you care about people on the spectrum that you'll never meet, but yet you have a problem with people trying to make amends with someone who has cancer.
What happened?
Huh?
Are you deaf?
No. Well, I mean, a little bit, but I heard what you said. I'm not sure of the reference, the arcane, obtuse reference that you're attempting to make. So if you could clarify a little bit, we could have a little discussion about it, Chief.
So when you opened the show, you talked about about the love on the spectrum and how much you care about it and blah, blah, blah.
Yes.
But yet you have a problem with people trying to make amends with other people who potentially have a terminally ill cancer.
Who said I had a problem with that?
You did yesterday.
Oh, I'm sorry that you were unable to comprehend the point I was trying to make. I tried to use small enough words to where your, no offense, puny brain could understand it. I don't have a problem with people trying to make amends in a sincere way. Insincere platitudes is what I was railing against, which is you feel the need to insincerely wish someone well when you couldn't give two craps about them. I'm very, very sorry that you are either unable or unwilling to grasp the point that I was trying to make quite cogently on the radio yesterday. You probably lack the intellect to grasp it. No offense.
You remind me of a cop that was bullied in high school that now has the opportunity to take it out on other people. You know that?
I was more of the bullier, believe it or not. I had this razor-sharp wit back then.
Doubt that.
I
highly doubt that.
No, you don't have to believe it or doubt it. It's absolutely true. I would think the same thing because I was the scrawniest, smallest kid in high school, but I learned back then a sharp tongue will get you far. Just ask your mom. I cut the hell out of her before I went to work.
69.
Bled all over me. And then I kissed JoJo.
That's just
now run, bitch. Run back to your mama. Put a bandage on her. Hello there. Who are you?
Amanda.
Hi, Amanda. Sup?
Hi. I was just calling about the shows.
All right.
Have you guys seen The Affair?
Oh,
yes. Great television starring Dominic, whatever the hell his name is,
West.
from The Wire. Thank you.
You're welcome.
McNulty from
Yes.
The Wire.
Yeah.
What a freaking show. That Joshua Johnson was just great. I don't think I got down with the ending too much. I forgot what happened, but isn't Maura Tierney in that too?
She is.
The lady?
She's the one.
I agree. Yeah.
Yeah, I think the ending kind of left me a little bit
Because it went to the
wanting more.
future.
Yeah, I don't like
It
when
got
they
a little
do that.
cheesy towards the end.
Are you familiar, young lady,
Yeah.
because you sound young, are you familiar with the song by the rock and roll band Boston called Amanda?
I am, yes.
Oh, all right.
And I'm not that young.
How young are you?
47.
Okay, so you definitely know the song then. You're an old broad. I can say that because I'm a little bit older. But thank you very much, Amanda. I hope you have a great day. The Affair was great television.
Thanks. Bye.
Thank you. Boy, that Dominic West, he is really good at playing damaged characters, isn't he?
Yes.
He was in, was it Gladiator or the other one, 3000 or whatever? One of those movies that I didn't see from back in the ancient times. I think it was Gladiator, right?
Was he?
I'm not sure.
Me either.
I wanna take you by surprise. Just between your
Oh, 300. I know what you're talking about now.
Not 3000.
Yeah.
Idiot. Hello there, Drew Grub. Me, not you. Hello, Drew Grub Alive. Nope. Setting show starring the players of Drew Garabo Live and JoJo and Dizzy. Who are you?
Hello.
Hi.
Hi. I wanted to. I just wanted to say how much I absolutely love your show.
Oh, thank you. Wait, which show?
You guys are fabulous.
Oh, thank you.
Really, I mean that. And I listen to you every day.
Oh,
and
gosh.
my husband. Oh, no, seriously. And my husband and I.
Here we go.
No, I wouldn't do that.
And do you have Metallica tickets for me? Am I right? Come on, there's a big butt happening somewhere here, or a big and, or a big ass. Come on, don't lie.
No. I just wanted to compliment you on your fabulous show, and also to let you know that my husband and I
are looking to go to Metallica.
No, but we are looking forward to the next episode of The Diplomat. Have you ever seen The Diplomat with Carrie Russell?
No, I love Carrie Russell, former Mickey Mouse Club member, of course.
Yes.
She was in one of the most underrated television programs in the history of man.
So good.
The Americans.
The Americans.
Is one of the greatest pieces of television. Jonathan Rhys and Carrie Russell. It takes place in Cold War 1980s America. They're Russian spies who have infiltrated a suburban neighborhood with their kids. So damn good. And I have not seen her in anything since then. You're telling me The Diplomat is worth watching, young lady.
The Diplomat is really the writing. My husband and I just scratch our heads wondering who the writers were, because the writing, it's fast, it's quick, it's intriguing, it's engaging, and we just love it, and we can't wait to watch the next episode. So I just thought I'd pass that on.
Thank you so much. Scratch your head no longer. I believe if you stick around until the end of the episode, it will show the credits, and in those credits, it will tell you who wrote that program. So I'm here to remove the head scratching from you and your husband. Unless you've got the lice. Do you have the lice? You have the nits? What's going on?
No. We're just that was a figurative thing.
Okay.
So.
I got you. Hey, you're a sweetheart.
Yeah,
Thank you very much. I appreciate you a lot.
Thank you. You have a great day.
Oh, you too. Snowpiercer was the show with the futuristic train and whatnot. I wanted to ask her which show she meant, because if she's listening now, she probably meant Sending Show, probably thinks like this is Sending Show that she loved so much. But I didn't want to ask because if it was a bad outcome, then I just didn't want the answer.
What would be the worst outcome?
It would gut me. Oh, if she said like, I love this show, I'm currently listening to Sending Show, I turn the radio off at 4 o'clock or 3 o'clock when I hear that awful Drew Garabo come in. That would have been just devastating.
She probably
I wouldn't have been able to handle it. Hello there.
Hi, it's Roy from Bradenton.
What's up, dude?
Hi, I want to know if you've watched the show Poker Face on the Peacock Network.
I've seen it come up from time to time. There's some lady in that's famous, right?
Well, they have rotating guest stars. The first one with Adrian Brody explains the whole setup, and it's a great show. I like. Got to see the first episode.
Okay, I'll definitely do that. He's in Peaky Blinders for a season.
That main lady,
That's right.
she is so annoying.
Poker Face?
Yes, she is so annoying.
Oh, Natasha Leone?
Oh, that's who it is. I love
Is that what that is?
I love Natasha Leone. Oh, my God. She's so Orange is the New Black. She's so
Orange
great.
is the New Black.
I watched one episode. I couldn't really get into it. Nicole likes the show. I didn't really care
She's
for
like
it.
Carrot Top without the props. It's like, why am I watching this?
She does kind of look like Carrot Top. Did you finish Orange is the New Black? I think I gave up in
I did.
season 2.
Yeah, because I feel like there was a big hiatus.
Yeah.
Or something.
And that's a Genji Cohen show, right? Like the same Weeds creator, if I'm not mistaken. Which I love Weeds. You watch Weeds, right, Diz?
I watched. No, actually, I didn't. That was the stay-at-home mom or whatever who had to keep
weed dealer.
Okay, yeah.
Oh my God,
Mary Louise Parker.
Oh, she's so sexy. She gets nailed and naked a lot in that show.
Does it stand the test of time?
I would think so. I haven't
think so?
rewatched in a while. What a great show!
It's so funny you gave up on Orange is the New Black, because after the second season, when she did something in the second season as the main star. And I'm like, well, she's just stupid. And she deserves to be in jail.
Oh, my.
And why? I don't care if she gets out. And I was like, I'm out.
I think that's kind of what happened to me. I don't know if it was that exact situation.
She was just stupid.
But yeah, it was just kind of like, where are they going with this? This is just making no sense, and it's not as interesting anymore to me. But the first 2 seasons were great.
I thought they were great. Once her and Alex started like scissoring, I was like, okay, this is a
You
show
were
for
in.
me.
Yeah, this is what I signed up for.
Started aggressively doing
There was Wentworth, which was like an Australian Orange is the New Black.
Oh.
very sexy women, plus with the Australian accents, and a better storyline to where it wasn't a lot of like getting released and coming, but like the outside
Still prison
world
stuff?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was good.
All right.
It was building the characters what made it so much interesting.
Yeah.
When
Yeah.
you would see their backstories, you're like, oh.
Yes, how they got there.
Yeah.
I love that stuff. That's what I liked about Lost and Prison Break is they like show you like where they are, and then they go back to like where they were before all that. Lost was so damn good.
See, I never watched it.
Oh, dude.
Until like the final seasons.
Well,
That was,
yeah, it got a little weird, but like the first couple of seasons are great television.
Okay. When they start doing flash forwards and flashbacks, that's when I
got
gave
a little
up.
confusing.
Yeah, I was
like is Sawyer a criminal? Is he a cop? What's going on? Not Penny's boat. What a damn show.
The Gilmore Girls. Have you ever watched the Gilmore Girls? No? Anybody?
I know it, but I didn't watch it. Did you stick with Oz, or did you bail out on that?
I just couldn't. I couldn't watch it without my pants getting all messy. It's so hot.
Not enough rapes in that show.
Yeah, once Luke Perry got raped, I was like, oh, like I've seen everything. I've seen perfection on television. Hello, who are you? And then I would watch that plus 90210, and I would think Nat from the Peach Pit brutalized, Dylan's butt. Hello, who are you? Which would have been a great episode.
Who, me?
Yes, but one moment. 90210, in my opinion, lost its way. And I know I'm speaking to a very small amount of people who remember this. When Kelly Taylor did not take the leap into lesbianism that was provided to her when she was in the sorority house and there was a fire, and that girl, I think her name was Allison, she had a crush on Kelly Taylor. And
Yes,
she's
she
like,
did.
I really like you, Kelly. And she's like, oh, I don't know if I'm that way. She should have been like, yeah, blah, blah, blah. And then she
And
got
then
all
just
burnt.
did all that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
aggressive.
Yeah,
scissoring.
aggressively, yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Lord,
You
that
get
is
me. Sorry about that, sir. Yes, you. Who are you?
Summers.
Hey, what's up, dude?
Hey, so are we only talking about TV shows or movies?
Did you hear anyone mention movies?
No, but I got a great
Don't let that
movie.
stop you. I love movies. Who doesn't love movies? Let's talk cinema.
Yeah, no, I got a movie. Ever heard of Ricky O, the story of Ricky?
No.
It's absolutely phenomenal.
What's it all about?
It's sort of like a kung fu flick, but it's just out of the top, like practical violence, and it's hilarious. It's hilarious, and it's got a good story, but it's like you don't take it seriously.
Ricky O, the story of Ricky, 1991, very current. A young man who has superhuman strength is incarcerated in a private prison where inmates are treated like slaves. Oh, man. It's only 34 years old, too. I should definitely check that out. Thank you. All right, stick around. Can you guys stay for one more segment? You okay with that? You cool?
Sure.
I know you've been working all day, but we got a 5-hour shift here. All right, so when we come back, there has been a decision made involving a couple of different pride things. And on the surface, you would think, oh, well, Pussy Ass Garabo, he's going to have a problem with no pride lights on the bridge, no pride flags at Moffett. But I think it might actually be a good thing in the grand scheme of things, and I'll explain why next.
You're listening to Senning Show on 102.5 The Bone. Tell us what you think. Head to the 102.5 The Bone app now and leave us an open mic. The Open Mic on the free 102.5 The Bone app is sponsored by 1-800-ASK-GARY.
Medical malpractice and nursing home abuse cases are difficult and the stories are heartbreaking. At Bernetti PA, we fight to make sure your story is heard loud and clear. We know you may not have been ready. Call 1-800-BURNETTI. We're ready. Offices Tampa, Lakeland, Pinellas.
Are you ready to elevate your social game? This is John Senning here for Kava Social Club in downtown Bradenton, your go-to spot for fun and relaxation 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. This is not just any hangout. It's a community social club with incredible weekly events on Wednesday, karaoke night, where you can unleash that inner rock star. On Thursday, test your knowledge with trivia night. Great questions, great prizes, and even better company. You need some relaxation? Well, treat yourself on any one of their many massage nights and let your stress just melt away. Showcase your talents at open mic night or strategize with fellow enthusiasts with the the ever-popular Sunday Chess Club. The night market is a must-visit with local vendors, delicious food, and handcrafted goodies that are sure to make it a night to remember. Dive into the amazing events going on at Cavo Social Club today and visit them online at thecavosocialclub.com and on social media at Cavo Social Club. Cavo Social Club, where your vibe attracts your tribe. Boola, baby!
Ray's deals are here, and they're so good, even Raymond is buying. Drive a new Kia Sportage, just $479 per month. Or a new Kia Telluride, just $379 a month. Don't miss out. Claim your Ray's deal today. Sportage, $479 per month. Telluride, $379 a month. At Crown Kia, the better way to buy and service. Call 1-800-371-0942 for complete details.
Have you ever taken your family to dinner and been shocked at how expensive the bill was? Or gone to the doctor and been surprised by a large bill that was sent to you later in the mail? There is over $22 trillion in U.S. tax-deferred retirement accounts like the IRA and 401k. So do you know how much you will owe in taxes on those accounts in the future? Hi, I'm Rebecca Walser, principal of Walser Wealth Management and a tax attorney. And right now I want you to think about how much you've saved in your own deferred retirement accounts, whether it's $250,000 or more. Guess what? That is not all of your money. You will have to pay those taxes in retirement as you withdraw it when you have no income. At Walser Wealth, we created a retirement tax bill calculator to show you what you will pay in future taxes on your accounts, and it's free for you to use. Go to mytaxtest.com. Knowledge is only power when it's followed by action. Knowing your future taxes, we can show you strategies that might help you lower them and lower your tax burden overall in the future. For now, use our free tax calculator, mytaxtest.com, mytaxtest.com.
This is a cat named Mo for Crunch Fitness. This Memorial Day weekend, you can join for only $1. Get 30 days free going on May 23rd through the 31st only. You go to crunch.com and enter the code HERO, and memberships will start at $9.99 a month. It's time to be your hero with world-famous group fitness classes and all the strength and cardio equipment you need at more than 500 locations nationwide. This Memorial Day weekend, join for only $1. You get 30 days free. It's the 23rd through the 31st only. Go to crunch.com and enter the code HERO. Time to get crunched. Offer ends 5/31.
Where exactly do you think you're going? You're abandoning me, your beloved, exquisitely plush couch. Look, these feet are handcrafted mahogany. Put their Heinekens back. Do you really want to go to that concert? Wouldn't it be infinitely better to stay here with me? Look, I have a perfect imprint of your posterior. Please, don't go!
Don't listen to your couch. Head to a concert with some friends and grab some ice-cold Heinekens. Must be 21 plus to purchase. Enjoy Heineken responsibly.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you've been diagnosed with mesothelioma, call us now. $30 billion was set aside for meso victims. And in most cases, your claim is settled out of court without a jury trial. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
John Senning here for Solar Bear. You know, every year the power company charges you more and gives you less. But at Solar Bear, they're flipping the script. They're going to give you 12 months of solar power completely free and long-term savings after that. They're locally owned and been in business for over 10 years and rated 5 stars by thousands of happy homeowners. You can own your power, lock in your rate, and stop the monthly stress. Let your roof work for you. Call Solar Bear and start saving today or visit solarbear.com.
Is reviewing life insurance on your to-do list? Now's the perfect time to add it. A friend recently told me that securing life insurance sooner rather than later can help you lock in lower rates for years to come. So I bumped this up on my list and got it done. I called SelectQuote and couldn't believe how easy and affordable life insurance is. I'm 40 and got a $500,000 policy for $16 a month. My husband's also 40 and his $500,000 policy was only $18 a month. Plus, with SelectQuote's same-day coverage, there was no medical exam required and we were covered by the time we hung up. Knowing I have this checked off my list feels amazing. But the peace of mind knowing my family is protected feels even better.
Call SelectQuote at 1-800-880-6363. That's 1-800-880-6363. Or go to SelectQuote.com to get your free quote today. 1-800-880-6363. Details on example rate at SelectQuote.com.
On the battlefield, there's a saying America's military men and women live by. Never leave a fallen warrior behind. Ever. Off the battlefield, Wounded Warrior Project operates with the same goal. Wounded Warrior Project was created to help our men and women returning home with the scars of war, whether those scars are physical or mental. Wounded Warrior Project. We never leave a fallen warrior behind. Ever. Learn more about what we do at woundedwarriorproject.org.
Find what you love, love what you find. A Total Wine and More. There's so much waiting for you. Spirits and beer,
This is a required monthly test of the emergency alert system. Had this been an actual emergency or dangerous situation, official messages and directions would have followed the alert tones. This test is brought to you by the Florida Division of Emergency Management, the Florida Association of Broadcasters, and your local broadcast station or cable provider. This concludes the required monthly test.
I got a bone to pick. I don't want you monkey mouth, cause sitting in my throne again. I'm mad, but I ain't stressing. True friends, one question. Where you and I was walking, now I run the game, got the whole world talking. King Kunta, everybody wanna cut the legs off him. Kunta, black man taking no losses. Oh yeah. Where you and I was walking, now I run the game, got the whole world talking. King Kunta, everybody wanna cut the legs off him. When you got the yams, what's the yams? The yams is the power that be, that be, that be, that be, that be. You can smell it when I'm walking down the street. Oh yes you can, oh yes you can. I can dig rapping, but a rapper with a ghost rider.
What the heck happened? No.
I swore I wouldn't tell.
I love this line right here.
But most of y'all sharing bars like you got to buy the bunk on a two-man sale. In a two-man sale? Something's in the water. Something's in the water. And if I got a brown nose for some gold, then I'd rather.
I will say, as someone who enjoys karaoke rap, this is very difficult.
Oh, yeah.
There are certain rappers that it's just like Eminem, Kendrick, really the GOATs. Very difficult to perform in karaoke. Speaking of karaoke, come on out to the Bone Beach Bash, where on the Saturday afternoon of July 19th, I'll be hosting a little karaoke, hosting a roasting.
I'd imagine Busta Rhymes difficult as well, or no?
Depending on the song, yeah.
Incredibly, but if you go see T.L. Jenkins, my good friend, who will be at Big Top Brewing in Sarasota, he does the Busta part in Look at Me Now.
Oh, wow.
And he does it while he's drumming. And
oh, wow.
It is like nothing you've ever seen. That because that Busta stanza, if you will, is just like
crazy verse.
Today's Busta's birthday, by the way. Happy birthday to Busta. And Busta got his start in the rap group. That's right, Leaders of the New School. Well done, everybody.
Broke up on MTV.
They
famously.
They did, and they had a jam called Just Another Case of That Old PTA. There's your rap lesson for the day. So they announced that the state of Florida is no longer putting pride lights on bridges, any other lights. They're not lighting it up for pride. They're not lighting it up for, I saw, sickle cell awareness. It's
sickle cell? They came after sickle cell?
Pride and sickle cell have bitten the dust, Maurice. I'm sorry.
Wow.
I know. But they will light it up for July 4th, for Memorial Day, for Veterans Day, which is great. I think this is a good thing, and I will explain why. There we go. Pride lights no longer allowed on Florida bridges and most other colors too. Very awkwardly written headline. Terrible, but I love you, Sharon Kennedy Wynn. So it is a rule that declares lighting colors and sequences shall be a default scheme of red, white, and blue as of February 1st. The lightings will be limited to the recognition, commemoration, and or promotion of government holidays, which is great. Like, I love pride events because I'm a big fan of inclusion and letting everyone know they're included. The unfortunate side effect of that is there is a very vocal group of people who rail against that because they feel like pride is being shoved in their face, which I get. People are sick of divisive topics.
Yeah.
If we're not going to have pride flags, I saw Moffat made a very difficult decision not to put flags out front for pride. Does that mean that Moffat doesn't love gay people? Certainly not. Does that mean they won't provide an elite level of care for you no matter what your sexuality is? No, of course they're going to do that. I just think that there's a shift away from maybe divisive moments like that. Does Pride Night do anything for anyone other than, and I just think about the NHL, what it does is activate a very angry group of homophobic people and give them a platform and a reason to spew their divisive rhetoric, if that makes any sense. You know, like, does Pride Night, does it have a function? Does it really make anyone in the LGBTQ plus community go, oh, I'm welcome at hockey games? I didn't know that. Of course they knew they were welcome at hockey games, right?
I mean, you'd hope.
I would think so.
I guess I just don't see what the harm in doing these things would be. I understand the people that are going to have something to say because they don't want things being
shoved in their face.
Whatever. I don't know how it really affects their day to day and why it should be such a problem.
It shouldn't. It absolutely shouldn't. But unfortunately, it friggin' does. The culture we're in right now, I don't even think it's so much of an anti.
That group should get to win.
Well, I don't even know. I don't know what winning is.
By not allowing somebody to express how they feel about another group of human beings.
Yeah, that's a good point. You do bring up a good point. And
like if Moffat wants to say, "Hey, we love you, gay people,"
sure,
and here's a flag just to let you know we stand in solidarity. I don't know why they should feel like they cannot do that because some dick faces just have something to say.
Correct. And unfortunately,
not dick face,
the loud dick faces have pretty much won on this one.
Yeah.
They get to take the
and
W.
that's unfortunate.
It is, but I'm trying to reframe it in the term of progress, in that maybe we don't need pride flags anymore to let gay people know that, of course, you're welcome at Moffat. Of course, you're celebrated at Moffat. Of course, you're celebrated as you drive over a bridge. Maybe we're at a point where sexuality really doesn't matter and it's none of anybody's business anymore. Like, you bang who you're going to bang, you love who you're going to love, and maybe we don't need special celebrations for anyone anymore, right?
Okay, but if you're not going to do the gays, then you don't do anybody. We shouldn't celebrate America. We shouldn't celebrate anything.
Hey,
no lights.
Pump the brakes, kid. Pump the brakes.
No lights. No Juneteenth for you guys. Nothing.
You already took sickle cell away.
No,
now
nothing. I'm just saying.
Juneteenth? Come on, man.
No lights.
You hate black people.
There's tangible proof that's not true.
Yeah, there is.
Oh, man.
You bring up really good points, Joj, and if we're being fully honest here, that's the way I feel in my mind.
I know.
It shouldn't bother anyone to have pride flags, to have pride lights, etc. But I think it's just creating such division that I understand why we're not doing it.
How about this angle, Drew?
Yeah.
I don't think that the governor, ought to tell it. I think it should be up to a city, the mayor of a city and the people of that city. I don't know why the governor should be. I mean, does the governor govern the bridges of Tampa or St. Pete or any other region within Florida?
Great question. So the FDOT policy says any alternative lighting combinations will be decided by the department. In the city of Sarasota, a request from the community asked for approval of an eye-catching aqua blue color scheme as the default color on the Ringling Bridge when it's not lit up in red, white, and blue for the holidays. That was approved, and those colors lit up earlier this month, but they cannot overrule the new policy on their own. So the FDOT has the right to step in and say, oh, no, it's got to be red, white, and blue, America only. Hello there. Who are you?
My name is Andy from Spring Hill. How are you?
What's up, dude? Everything's good, man.
Well,
Spring Hill experiencing massive growth these last few years. A lot of people seem to be moving up that way. How do you like Spring Hill? How long you live there?
Flew down from New York City 38 years ago. Never left, dude. It's been incredible.
Oh,
incredible ride.
Have you seen a lot of growth there in like the last 3 to 5 years or so? It does seem like a lot of people are moving out that way.
When I moved here, there was 50,000 people in 1988. Now I think the population of Hernando County is over 300,000 or plus.
So that's some serious growth right there.
Crazy.
What can we do for you, young man?
Well, you guys are talking about all this stuff with pride flags and everything like that. I think they should be able to have their own celebrations, whatever they want. You know what I mean? Even if you don't agree with their ways, just let them have it. I mean, let peace be peace. Does one party deserve more than a day or a month? I mean, who knows? I mean, it is what it is. Just let it be. I mean, there's nothing you can change. You're not going to change their lifestyles or how they behave or what's going on. I'm Italian. I believe in Christopher Columbus Day. They try to change that on me. Why would they do that?
I know. Why wouldn't we celebrate a barbaric slave owner who got lost and accidentally found America, for crying out loud? Hell, forget about it. 800-771-1025. Hello there. Who are you?
Hey, Drew. It's Paul. How you doing, buddy?
Hi, Paul. Very good. Thank you. Yourself?
Good. So I'm a 63-year-old man.
Hell yeah.
And in the 70s, I mean, it was new to all of us. And that's the way we were really taught. My friend, please don't hang up on me. I get a really point.
Okay.
And I do believe in Pride Day.
Normally I would have hung up on him when he said don't hang up on me.
He knows you well.
But yeah, he does. But he doesn't know me that well because normally when he said don't hang up on me, I would have hung up on him. So, but I won't.
No, you get frustrated with us sometimes. But and it's, dude, it's 2025.
Oh,
let the people live the way that they want to live, and knock it off. Knock this stuff off. I don't understand how.
I'm sorry, confused. Knock what stuff off? What are we talking about here?
Well, I'm talking about the people that don't want pride flags and stuff like that. Why? It's not bothering nobody. It's the way they love each other. Who cares? It's not part of our problem. It's like, let them live the way that they live. And let me tell you something else, though. In Kenwood neighborhood, they're some of the nicest people I ever met in my life.
Oh.
And it's just like, leave, but just quit it. We guys, we need to quit it, man. We really do, man. That's all I wanted to say. Thanks a lot for letting me talk.
Of course.
Okay, but what about Juneteenth? We should still do away with that, right?
Hey,
he's like, you're right, sister.
No, dude,
JoJo.
I'm with you.
JoJo.
Yes.
Hey, dude, you're good.
That's right, bitch.
Thank you very much, sir. I appreciate that. I mean, he is right, and especially when it comes to gay jokes. I really think it's time, especially for us fellas, to stop making gay jokes. I mean, come on, guys. Hello.
Really, JoJo?
Welcome to Sending Show. I'm Drew. He's Maurice. There's Diz. There's Joj. What's up? Come on, guys. Hello.
Hello?
Hi, what's your name?
It's Jack.
Hi. Great phone connection, great attentiveness. What can I do for you?
Never that good, I guess. Actually, so my brother, he is a proud trans male. He's a much more beautiful woman than he is a man.
Does he? Are you using his right pronouns? I just want to make sure you're honoring your brother. Is he a he?
Actually,
is he a they?
yeah.
Is he a she?
By the way he thinks, and I'll explain it. That's why I'm calling in.
Okay.
I love my brother because he thinks pronouns are silly.
Oh.
He thinks that he tells us to call him a male still, even though we'll often utilize her or she when speaking about him.
Huh?
But he explains that he's a trans man, and he's proud of that.
Okay.
He's proud of the exact person that he is.
Good.
He never understood the concept of changing pronouns.
Okay.
So our family, my sister, on the other hand, struggles with that because she prefers everybody using their pronouns properly for everybody. So, we this is a popular contention in the home.
Oh.
And I am, a heterosexual male.
Okay.
So, we have a pretty eclectic view on it. So the idea of pride, I think, stems a lot more than some color or flag or what sexual orientation or preference you have. At the end of the day, pride is about just being happy with who you are.
Sure. And I think we should all be comfortable in our own skin, whether, trans like your brother, confused like your sister, allegedly straight like you. We should all be proud to be whom we are.
Right. And at the end of the day, I think the reality, I tell most people, the reality of it is it's not about whether or not what your preferences are, what your sexual orientation is, what you identify as. At the end of the day, it should be about us accepting everybody, regardless.
Beginning of the day, too. Let's not leave out the mornings. I believe we should start our day by accepting everyone for who they are.
And by the end of it.
And at the end of the day as well. Let's not leave that out. 800-771-1025, but I appreciate the call. Hello, who are you?
Good afternoon. Is this me?
Buenas tardes. It is. What's happening?
Hello, this is Kevin. I just wanted to say I agree with JoJo that we should cancel Juneteenth.
That's right.
June 19th.
Whoa.
Well, JoJo
I
was
didn't
being...
say that. I'm just asking.
JoJo was being tongue-in-cheek, sir.
Was she?
I get the feeling you, sir, were not being so tongue-in-cheek.
I support all federal holidays.
800-771-1025 is the number. Diz, Joj, thank you guys. You're awesome.
That's it? We're done?
Yeah, thank you very much for
all
sitting
right.
in.
Well, I guess we'll leave you and Maurice to your devices.
Sending show is over. We've got Maurice's Pieces coming up next.
Oh, wow.
Isn't that great? Maurice's Pieces, a little.
It's nice you give him a little
new segment. Well, he's got two.
Oh.
Maurice's Pieces and then Mo Betta News. So we'll go over some news stories today, and you guys are friggin' awesome. You just
thank you so much for having me.
Oh my God, such a pleasure. I'm so sorry. Sorry for everything that's happened here to you.
It's fine. I'm going to sanitize when I leave.
We're going to Hooters Friday. Yay!
I have to reconsider, I think.
Yeah, you better shut up. You really should. All right, one more call. Hello, go ahead. Hello? Hello? This is a terrible idea. Sir, are you there?
So close.
Why are you not speaking with me?
Oh, biscuits.
That's very anticlimactic. All right, well, Maurice's Piece is next. Thank you to Joanne and Dizzy, and we'll hear you guys tomorrow on JP's show, on JP, just JP. And John Senning will be back for Senning show.
Yeah.
Maybe a little Judge Juicy. And we'll be right back with Maurice's Pieces next. Jeff Borum's our guy when it comes to real estate. If John were here, he would tell you, look, you got a fish guy, you got a plumbing guy, you got a contracting guy. Why not have a real estate guy as well? That guy is Jeff Borum. He might have a qualified buyer for your home, and you haven't even listed it yet. How does he do it? IDK. He's Jeff Borum. BORHAM. Google it right now. And with Jeff, you've got options. He can buy your home. He can sell your home. He can rent your home. And there's no risk. Jeff will let you out of the contract at any time. Google Jeff Borum right now. You could be packing tonight. BORHAM for Jeff Borum.
You're listening to Setting Show on 102.5 The Bone. Stingray Chevrolet presents Calta Cruise 19. Calta Cruise 19 is happening on April 9th, 2026 for a 4-night cruise. We'll be on the Royal Caribbean Explorer of the Seas, departing from Port Canaveral and heading to Coco Cay and Nassau. And we'd love for you to join the party. You can book right now. Email caltacruise@gmail.com to put your deposit down today. Calta Cruise 19. Brought to you by Stingray Chevrolet, Tampa Bay's big store on I-4 exit 22, Plant City. For all the details, visit theboneonline.com.
Injured? Take back control of your life. Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
It's the perfect day. You're just driving along, listening to your favorite music, the windows down. There's a cool breeze. Life is good. But wait, hold on a second. You're not wearing a seatbelt? You'd better put that on before that... Uh-oh, too late. Cops everywhere are stepping up enforcement, so you'd better buckle up or you will get caught. Sorry to ruin your day. Click it or ticket.
Funded by the Florida Department of Transportation.
Hi, I'm Patrick Thomas.
And I'm Heather Thomas from Bolt Electric, where we believe that the right way is the only way to do home electrical.
We believe the National Electrical Code is really the minimum standard, not the maximum standard.
We believe you deserve better electrical parts and better service.
We believe in ongoing training for our electricians.
Because there's no end to learning and improving.
Because at Bolt, we believe your safety is our core priority. Electrical problem? Call Bolt.
Online at boltelectric.com.
At Brandon Honda, get 0 down, 0 security deposit, 0 first payment, 0 do-it signing. Hi, I'm Sam Robbie. Get a brand new Pilot for just $399 per month, new passports just $329 per month, or get a new HRV for an incredible $149 per month. Plus, get a real nationwide lifetime warranty, unlimited time, unlimited miles. Visit BrandonHonda.com to get your best price and payments right online. Get all the facts at BrandonHonda.com.
Call 813-279-1222 for more information.
If you or someone you know suffered any injuries involving a deployed airbag, you could be entitled to compensation. Morgan & Morgan has already recovered millions. Get America's largest injury law firm fighting for you.
Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Ray's deals are here, and they're so good, even Raymond is buying. Drive a new Kia Sportage, just $479 per month. Or a new Kia Telluride, just $379 a month. Don't miss out. Claim your Ray's deal today. Sportage, $479 per month. Telluride, $379 a month. At Crown Kia, the better way to buy and service. Call 1-800-371-0942 for complete details.
At Bernetti PA, our team will tell you that our number one priority is striving for the best customer service in the industry. I'm honored by the number of referrals we get from our current and past clients. They trust us. Why shouldn't you? Call 1-800-BERNETTI. We're ready. Offices Tampa, Lakeland, Pinellas.
Business owners everywhere are raving about ZipRecruiter's new feature, Zip Intro, which does the work of finding and scheduling qualified candidates to meet with you as soon as the next day. So we decided to call up some of these employers and hear their stories. Today, we're on the phone with Pilates studio owner Crystal M. Harris. Crystal, how has Zip Intro helped you hire?
Well, I was opening a Pilates studio in McDonough, Georgia, and I needed to staff up quickly. Zip Intro did the work for me. It helped me find enthusiastic candidates who matched my qualifications perfectly.
That's great.
Yeah, I had my Zip Intro session on Tuesday, did all the interviews by Thursday, sent out the offers on Friday, and they started on Monday. Because Zip Intro did most of the work, I saved so much time.
Absolutely. And to our listeners, you can try Zip Intro for free right now at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio. Zip Intro. Post jobs today. Talk to qualified candidates tomorrow.
Time marches on, and a lot has changed. But one thing has not changed. Washington regulations on local stations. Regulations that make it tough for local TV and radio stations to compete with global big tech platforms. If you want to keep local news, weather, and live sports on TV and radio, we need updated regulations. Tell Washington to modernize the rules to help local stations compete. Learn more at nab.org/modernize the rules. This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
Did you know even the smallest increase in mortgage rates can cost you thousands of dollars over the life of your loan? Hi, I'm Mark Stefanski, Chairman and CEO of Third Federal. It's true, even a 0.25% change in rate can cost you thousands of dollars over the life of your mortgage. But with Third Federal's new Early Rate Lock, you don't have to take chances. Early Rate Lock is the only pre-approval that locks in your rate at pre-approval, even before you find a house. Plus, we're so confident that our rates are the lowest, if you find a lower rate, we'll beat it or give you $1,000. And now through May 31st, get pre-approved with Third Federal and we'll pay all of your closing costs. So don't wait. Call Third Federal today.
Right now with Third Federal, even before you find a home, lock in 6.625%, APR 6.685% on a 30-year fixed-rate purchase mortgage. Visit thirdfederal.com or call 1-800-3RD-FED today. APR reflects 15% down for $350,000 loan amount. Rate requires automatic payment program and is subject to change. Restrictions apply. Zero closing costs on low-cost loans only. See conditions for lowest rate guarantee at thirdfederal.com. Equal housing lender.
This hour of Setting Show is brought to you by Hawkins Service Co. One call handles it all.
1025 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. And 107.3 WXGL HD2 St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio. And now, back to Setting Show. It's time for John's Joint with your host, John Senning.
Welcome back. Normally we have John's Joints, but today we've got Maurice's Pieces. Same purpose, keeping you enlightened and informed as to what's happening in the crazy world in which we live. This gentleman is a holdover from the Pride topic, and I did not wish to give him short shrift. Hello there, who are you?
Hey, Drew, my name's Mike.
Hi, Mike. What's up, buddy?
Hey, years ago, I worked with a man whose left arm ended at the elbow. Now, I don't know why it ended at the elbow, whether he was born that way or something happened to him during his life that caused that, because I never asked, because it's not my business. I also never went to him and said, I'm proud of you for doing the same job everybody else does despite being different. Because, again, that wouldn't be nice. That wouldn't be, in my opinion, any of my business.
Well, here's what's wrong, and by wrong, I mean short-sighted and ignorant about your analogy, is that I'm sorry if you allow that to hurt you. I'm sorry, but I just have to speak my mind. That's why they pay me the big bucks, and they don't pay me big bucks. It's short-sighted and ignorant because you're comparing a physical shortcoming with sexuality. And for years, people on the LGBTQ plus spectrum, which we all kind of are, but, a lot of people profess to be straight when they're not entirely straight, whatever. You grew up, I assume you're a man of between 40 and 60 years old. Is that accurate? Older? Okay, so even better. So you grew up in an era where probably a lot of people made gay jokes or called something gay as a pejorative or used the F word for gay people, right?
Yes.
Okay. So then in 2025, we kind of go the other way where we encourage people to be themselves and we stop using certain words because they hurt certain communities. You're not forbidden from using those words. There are still people who do them. But it's different than a physical shortcoming that one might have in the workplace. Does that make sense?
It does, but I have a rebuttal, and I would like to get to just my point.
All right.
We also use words like gimp and cripple.
Oh, God.
Along with a lot of other words that we shouldn't have used.
Okay.
So, and you can't deny that, well, you weren't around, but back in the day, people who were physically challenged had a harder row to hoe. They didn't get job opportunities. They didn't get treated like other people. So in my mind, it is a good analogy. It's not same, but it's a good analogy.
No, in my mind, it's not.
But
yes, Maurice?
If I could interject here.
Please.
While, there might have been names that people with birth defects were called, they weren't vilified and made to feel like they were sinners or less than human, which is a completely different makeup than what you're putting there. So that's why I don't think it's an apt analogy. They didn't have to come. They didn't have to come from a point where they had to prove that they were just as qualified or normal or as accepted by the higher power or the world as people did with handicaps.
Your rebuttal?
My rebuttal is that I grew up in the 60s, so a lot of this stuff was changing as I grew up.
Sure.
And my parents were very open-minded and stuff like that, so I may have used those words, but I was never hateful. It would be the same thing as we used to point out each other's ethnicity and the things that the stereotypes that went with that. But I know people who were like my parents' age and older, and they had very set decisions on what somebody in a wheelchair could do, or what somebody who was black could do, or what somebody who was gay could do.
Oh.
And they could do shows and they could do things like that, but you didn't want them in schools and you didn't want them in your office, stuff like that.
Your parents,
so I think
your
it is
parents didn't
similar.
want black people in schools?
No, I did not say that.
You kind of did.
I said people of my parents' generation, and slightly older,
sure,
did not want gay people teaching, did not want gay people in areas where they felt they would be a detriment to somebody else.
Sure. But to your point, you can certainly understand where, especially in the state of Florida right now, there are people who don't want teachers admitting that they're gay in a classroom.
And he's actually arguing against his own point because your parents and the people of their generation probably didn't have a problem with someone that had a prosthetic in school and teaching and whatever. So you're actually pointing out the vast difference in your analogy.
I could go down this road, but I would rather get to my point, which was that by celebrating the difference in people, we create separation instead of harmony. I think that's what you were trying to say, Drew.
Yeah,
with the pride thing.
in a way, except I was trying to say it better. Thank you.
A lot of people who don't care.
Thank you. I don't care. Thank you very much. We're done with you. Appreciate the call so much. Thanks for the dialogue. Appreciate it. It took a long time to get there. And to your point, I wish we were at a point where we didn't need pride flags or a pride night or anything. I don't think we're there yet, but we're losing them anyway, so we might as well act like everything's cool and nobody needs a special night. But thank you very much. I appreciate you listening to the show. Now, Maurice, what the hell is happening with Maurice's Pieces?
A lot of stuff in the news, Drew. Obviously, one of the big stories was Biden announcing that he was suffering from prostate cancer. A less famous but somewhat individual of notoriety, Dilbert. You remember the Dilbert cartoon series?
My dad loved the Dilbert cartoon series.
Did it translate like there were cartoons, or they were not cartoons necessarily. They were comic strips in the newspaper that were before my time, but that kind of held over, and I could appreciate it.
Hagar the Horrible, High and Lois, Dagwood.
Yeah, exactly. Dilbert, I believe, was of that nature. The Dilbert cartoonist Scott Adams revealed, he took the opportunity to reveal that he has a cancer diagnosis as well, mirroring what former President Biden is doing. Scott Adams announced he has prostate cancer that has spread to his bones. And again, that mirrors President Biden's recent diagnosis. The comic strip creator shared his condition in a live stream. And this was it's sad, but it's it's something that gives you pause and makes you think, where he says he expects to live only sometime this summer.
Oh, man.
Yeah, that's how bad it is. Both Adams and Biden reportedly have hormone-sensitive prostate cancer, which allows for certain treatment options, and that's what he is saying. And I believe that what he is – a lot of people were speculating on whether you can go to the doctor, get a checkup, and have something not show up. It's rare. But it's not it's not implausible.
Sure.
I don't know what the truth is in the matter. I don't care. I don't think it's important. I've heard people go, well, I think the discussion, I think it was J.D. Vance said, the discussion needs to be had whether he knew he had this problem or not, and whether he was then able to effectively govern the United States. And my thought was, are we going to have this discussion and go, he wasn't, and then go back in time? And then the discussion doesn't need to be had.
No.
The discussion is 100% absolutely immaterial. He governed. He had 4 years. He governed and he is out.
That's it.
And that's it.
All that needs to be said is the man was diagnosed with cancer. Let's have sympathy, whether it's Scott Adams or Joe Biden or anybody between those two, because Scott Adams is way right, Joe Biden way
right.
Let's have sympathy and empathy for all of them. It really doesn't matter who missed what or when they diagnosed it or whatever. Let's just send well wishes to the Biden family and the Adams family.
Or don't.
Yeah, exactly. You're not required to.
Prostate cancers are given a score called a Gleason score that measures on a scale of 1 to 10 how the cancer cells look compared with normal cells. Biden's score of 9 suggests his cancer is amongst the most aggressive. And they say when prostate cancer spreads to other parts of the body, it often spreads to the bones,
You got this. Metastasized.
Metastasized. I know. Metastasized cancer, which is what Biden has, is much harder to treat than localized cancer. Your cancer never metastasized.
Oh, it did.
It did.
Yeah, I had an affected lymph node in my neck by my carotid artery, basically shutting off my carotid artery. It doesn't work. And then one in my abdomen as well. Fortunately, 4 rounds of chemo knocked it out, but there are a lot of people who have to get surgery to get those lymph nodes removed.
I would imagine if you get a diagnosis of cancer or possible cancer, the worst words you can hear is
metastasized. It is. In my first round of chemotherapy, where they said, you got simple, testicular cancer. We're going to give you 1 round of chemo. Boom, it's going to knock it out. You'll be fine. They did the first round of chemo, and then they did a scan. And, yeah, it's the worst thing you could possibly hear, because they said not only did it not kill the cancer, but your affected lymph nodes and tumors are actually still growing.
Right.
And so they've got to assemble a tumor board that looks over your situation and recommends a treatment plan. But that is the most terrified that I was, because instead of it being gone after 1 round, it was actually getting worse. And that's when I thought for sure I was goner.
While on this subject, when's the last time you had your prostate checked? Have you had your prostate exam? That's not the same. Is that the same as a colonoscopy? I get a colonoscopy every 4 years. That would be colon cancer, obviously.
Right. Yeah. No, I've not had a PSA.
I don't know that I have.
Yeah, I've not had it, and I should. I definitely should. And I need a colonoscopy too. These are me saying out loud. I got to do it.
You have not had a colonoscopy yet?
I've not. No.
You're crazy.
I know.
Painless.
That's what I've heard. I'm if we're being fully transparent, I'm terrified they're going to find something. I know that I waited too long to go to the doctor for a testicle, and I'm terrified that they're going to do a test and they're going to find cancer again, and I'll have to go through the whole thing all over again.
So I find this fascinating.
Yeah.
Wouldn't the past situation make you more aggressive in finding out about what could happen now?
It should. It absolutely should. But I'm absolutely terrified that they're going to find something again. I'm going to have to go through all this again.
Okay, but if they early, I'm not going to say, I'm not going to get into it, because I'm telling you stuff you already know. I mean, you fought so hard.
Okay, I'll just put it to you this way. I would rather die than go through chemotherapy again.
Wow.
That's how bad chemotherapy is. And I hate feeling that way. I hate saying that. But I don't know that I have it in me after going through 4 rounds of it to do it again. It is the worst. You can't imagine it unless you've been through it. And if I had to go through chemotherapy again, I would have to give some serious thought as to my alternatives, because it is just absolutely brutal.
I understand.
The worst thing you could possibly imagine.
I understand that. For those that think they may be in trouble, according to the Mayo Clinic, prostate cancer symptoms can include blood in the urine.
Nope.
Needing to urinate more often. That comes with age.
Oh, good. Thank God.
Trouble urinating.
Nope.
And waking up to urinate more often than I, which of course comes
just once.
With age. Once, I think you're good.
Okay. Still, get checked, everybody. I'll get checked.
I think it's going to be hard pressed to find a person for Bad Father of the Year. after this father was arrested for shooting his 3 juvenile sons over a vehicle dispute. Ruskin, how you living, baby?
Oh, man.
Dayline, Ruskin, Florida. According to court documents in the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office, 36-year-old Christopher Lee Brown shot at his 3 sons regarding the dispute over a vehicle. Deputies say on Sunday around 11:15 a.m. This is Sunday morning.
Oh, yeah. Time for church.
11:15, it's the height of the Lord's day. They responded to reports of a shooting. When they arrived, they found 3 juvenile victims with gunshot wounds. He shot all 3 of them, Drew.
Oh, man.
All 3 boys were taken to Tampa General Hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. HCSO says Brown fired at the victims and hit them during the argument about the car. It is said by Sheriff Chad Chronister, our friend and yours, this was a senseless and alarming act of violence that could have had an even more devastating outcome. Brown, of course, is facing multiple felony charges, including 3 counts of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon and 2 charges of attempted murder. He probably should never be around these boys again. What is, if you can remember, because I certainly can, what was the most harshest or impactful punishment or treatment you got from your dad for doing something? And this is in no way or shape or form condoning shooting 3 of your children because there's a vehicle dispute.
So I don't even know that it's a punishment, but when I was like 16, 17 and found myself in some financial difficulty, my dad loaned me money and worked out a payment plan with interest. Now, it was a very reasonable interest rate, better than you'd get in the banks. But what that did was teach me financial responsibility, because if you need to borrow money, you're going to need to pay back that interest. And that taught me, don't go into debt, don't spend more than you have. So not necessarily a punishment, but definitely a lesson that sticks with me to this day.
Oh, I got punched in the face when I was 11.
Oh,
I thought,
what'd that teach you?
Taught me not to tell my, it didn't teach me a good lesson. Taught me to lie, to avoid getting hit, because he thought I had his glasses on his dresser in their room had been touched, and he thought it was me.
Oh.
And I said, and I remember we lived in Chicago, and we had basements in Chicago, and the basement was made into like a family section room and had a kitchen and everything. And I remember this vividly, and I don't know why he thought it was me, but I didn't touch the glasses. I just didn't.
Sure.
My stepfather, I never knew my real father. My stepfather was a very formidable figure. He was strong. He towered. And he said, he kept asking me, and I said I didn't. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, I mean, and again, I say 11. I was maybe between 8 and 11. His fist was just in my. He punched me in the face, and yeah, and it shocked the hell out of me. And I forget what happened after that. All I remember is maybe a couple of days later, he came up to the attic where our room was, because in Chicago, again, we had attics too, and that was made over into the kids' bedroom. And it was him and me, and I was standing before him, and I think he apologized, but the apology came with this. But be honest, you touched those glasses, my glasses, and there was a pause, and within that, the pause was shorter than the information that I was running through my head about, okay, I didn't take them. I need to tell them that I didn't take them. I need to be honest here. I don't want to be blamed for something I didn't do. But if I tell them that I didn't, I run the risk of getting punched again. And I remember, so the pause was maybe 2 seconds.
Yeah.
The information going through my brain was probably a minute and a half.
Oh man.
And I said, I said yes, I did. And the bad lesson that it taught me was to avoid confrontation.
Yep.
Lie.
Yeah.
And so, but yeah.
Oof.
But you got charged a VIG on a car loan. So
That's true. I might have rather gotten punched.
Let me ask you, did you pay back the car loan?
Oh, my God, yeah. I had to. I had a payment plan all worked out. My wages were garnishing.
All right.
We got some calls coming in. Hello there. It is Maurice's Pieces.
Good morning, gentlemen. Or good afternoon, gentlemen.
Buenos tardes. What's happening?
I want to preface this by saying I'm on neither side, or right or left. I want to go over that Mo was talking about, just glossing over that, the oncologist who said last night on CNN, there's no way that they didn't know 10 months ago, short 10 months ago, that Biden was sick. They all knew. And it goes back.
You don't know that, but the thing is, the pomposity and audacity.
Here's this. You're not a doctor.
No, neither are you.
Last night, who was one of the great. You're right. You're right. I'm not a doctor.
Okay.
But I do take advice from doctors who are on TV, stating that they are the
You take advice from doctors who are on TV, really? Okay, because they're not looking to just get clicks for websites. They're looking to dispense accurate medical advice. My man, you are just looking for something that serves your narrative.
Government shove it down your throat.
What?
Then you'd rather have the government shove it down
what?
your throat.
Shove what? That they didn't know that he had cancer? What's the benefit there?
That admit that the government lies to you, and that the auto pen, whoever was running the government, Joe Biden was not running the government.
Okay, thank you, Guy. Appreciate that. QAnon, live in your basement, tinfoil hat, blah, blah. Hello, who are you? Not on the left and not on the right.
Yeah.
Okay, Guy. We believe you. Hello, who are you?
Drew, you were at Calian.
Thank you, Steve. Good afternoon. Welcome to Drew Grub Alive.
Hi, Drew and Maurice. This is Mike. And Drew,
Hi, Mike.
I just wanted to say thank you, man.
Why?
I'm also a cancer survivor myself, stage 3 non-Hodgkin's lymphoma.
Woof.
And I have had some pretty deep arguments with my wife about choosing, if it comes back, to take chemo again. Like, I've not ever heard anybody else say, hey, I'd have to think about it. And I couldn't agree with you more, man.
Dude, it's a crappy way to feel, and there's no one who can understand it who has not undergone chemotherapy. But going through 4 rounds myself, I don't know how many rounds you had, and feeling that way is the closest thing to being dead while you're alive that you could possibly imagine. Surviving that makes me appreciate every moment. I want to stay here as long as possible, but if it means getting chemotherapy again, that's a discussion, and you get it, right?
100%, man, 100%. It's and not just the treatment itself, but the entire vibe around it. Like when you have to go sit in the room to get your dose, and just seeing the people around you, and just the feelings that are bouncing around in the room.
Dude,
and
the plummeting white blood cells, losing all your platelets, losing all your hair, losing your appetite, eyelashes, eyebrows. It sucks, man. And I hope, you make the decision that's right for you. I get it. If you ever need to talk about it, I'm right here. But you and I are on the same page there, my man.
I appreciate you, Drew, and I just wanted to express that gratitude on the air.
Thanks,
Thank
homie.
you very much, guys.
Appreciate
Enjoy
you,
y'all.
Love you. Good afternoon. How can we help you?
Hi, this is Jamie.
Hi, Jamie.
Hi. I didn't know if we were going to go back to the whole cancer thing, but thank you for one.
Well, yeah.
Well, thanks for hanging up on that last idiot. Not this last one, the very first one.
Yeah.
That's not left and right. Thank you for that.
Right?
Oh my gosh. And I had, for him to say that they had to have known that. How many times have we heard stories? I just had a mammogram done, and 3 months later, I had stage 4 aggressive, breast cancer. So, anyways,
before you go on, who cares if they knew?
Right.
What difference does it make if they knew? It has no impact on what he did and what the decisions that he made. None.
No. Yeah, it's dumb. It's just plain insanity. But what I wanted to say, Drew, is that I have never had cancer, but I have been around enough people. I'm in the healthcare frame of work, and I have been around enough people who have gone through chemo and gone through radiation. And I have said to my husband, and I have gone through battles with him, that if I have anything above a stage 1, I don't even think I want to go through cancer. Or through chemo, excuse me. It's not that I'm scared to die. That's the main thing. I'm scared to not live a good life between now and when I do die. And I don't know that I would go through chemo. So it's hard to say out loud when you have loved ones around you and they think you're selfish for saying it.
Right.
But I think it's a real conversation to be had.
Yeah, it is. And I support the way you feel about it. Having been through it myself, there's just, it is a quality of life issue. And having gone through 4 rounds of it, having lost all feeling in my feet, I have peripheral neuropathy in my feet, which means my nerves are all dead. And I lost some hearing, lost my hair 4 times, was on the brink of death, got a gut infection, got colitis, sodium deficiency, you name it, I got it. It sucks. It saved my life. I love being alive. I love being alive for the people around me. I love being able to do this job still and play golf and all that. But if it came back or I got a different kind of cancer and they're like, you're going to need chemo again, it would be a discussion. And I know that sounds ridiculous, but only people I think who have been through it could thoroughly understand. And you might feel differently if you do get diagnosed. At least, extend your life a little bit. Chemo's not the end of the world. But for me, I don't know that I want to do it again. I wish you good health, and thank you so much for your call.
I will say, though, I would want to know that I had cancer so that I could make an educated decision. Yes. That's the only place I differ with you.
No doubt.
Go get your colonoscopy.
Okay, fine. Jeez, get out of my ass. Get out of my ass, everybody. Except Sarah.
What about the auto pin, Drew?
What about it?
A woman lived New Orleans. It's just freaky.
Yes.
A woman lived in a home with her dead son for 9 months, police say. Dayline, New Orleans. Police were called to a home in the Lakeview area of Argonne Boulevard. They were when a neighbor reported the door to the home was open and some chickens were walking around the house. And when they arrived, they found piles of trash covering the floor of the home along with feces. There was evidence of hoarding inside the home as well. They then located the mummified body of 31-year-old Charles Hainsworth. Hainsworth's 73-year-old mother, Barbara, was later found at the intersection of Argonne and Harrison. She told police that her son had suffered from a brain tumor and schizophrenia. She also confirmed to police that her son had died 9 months prior to the police discovering his body. Yes.
Mummified.
Mummified.
Ugh.
I mean, you can just imagine the smell. I mean, forget about the trash and the feces. The bathroom had a hole in the floor. The house was condemned as a health hazard, and the residence has since been boarded up. You pretty much have to raise that property. I don't know how you're going to refurbish that and have somebody say, hey, let's go ahead and move in here.
Yeah.
A cat was used to smuggle drugs into a Costa Rican prison.
I'm sorry, did you say a cat?
I said a cat was used to smuggle drugs into a Costa Rican prison. You have cats, Drew, right?
I have one.
What are they doing?
She ain't smuggling no damn drugs. All she does is demand to be fed.
Officers found the cat with packages of drugs taped to its body when it was intercepted. An officer stationed at one of the prison forts spotted the animal in the green zone and immediately raised the alarm, the ministry said. No cats in the green zone. The feline was caught and the packages removed, preventing them from reaching their final destination. Upon inspection, the packages contained marijuana, crack cocaine, and 2 sheets of paper for making individual drug wraps. Police seized and examined the drugs. The county's National Service for Animal Health is caring for the cat. So I think the cat may make it out. How do we feel about Simeon Rice?
He deserves the honor of being in the Ring of Honor. Good job, Simeon.
There he is. The Tampa Bay Bucks announced that they will be inducting Simeon Rice into the Ring of Honor. Rice will be the 16th member to join the Buccaneers Ring of Honor. The Super Bowl, give me XXV211. XXV11.
That is Super Bowl 27.
Okay, if you say so. The Super Bowl 27 champion was overcome with emotion as Glazer made the announcement in front of friends and family. We saw the player who consistently delivered excellence and had been exceptional and had made a significant impact on our franchise. And related news, Ian Beckles said it should have been him.
That's not true.
and we're late on. I can save some of this for the moment, or I can keep going. Where do you want me to go?
Let's save it.
All right, we'll save it. All right, and that is the first edition of Maurice's Pieces.
Hell yeah. That's Maurice with Maurice's Pieces. Coming up next, we are going to talk about whether it is ever okay to leave a lady who is with baby. next on Drew Garabo Live with Maurice. You can wager, you can win, you can have fun, and you can even get free drinks while playing select games at the legendary Derby Lane. Win Derby at Derby Lane. Go to win-derby.com to find out when their tournaments are. This place is historic. This place is a lot of fun. They got Vegas-style table games, poker, wagering, and dining at the historic site of Derby Lane, where you'll see in the parking lot there are a lot of Amazon trucks and whatnot. Well, there's plenty of parking for you, and you can go on in there and play a little poker. May 31st at noon, you got a $35,000 guaranteed poker tournament with a $200 buy-in, $500 high hand in level 11. A lot of fun. You don't even need to know a lot about poker to play there. In fact, there's a helpful mural on the wall that's going to tell you what hand beats what. The dealers are also friendly and informative. You are going to love the legendary Derby Lane.
You're listening to Setting Show on 102.5 The Bone. Stream Real Raw Radio live anytime on the free 102.5 The Bone app. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
Starting to see traffic build up on the interstates right now. Seeing a slowdown I-275 north heading towards downtown Tampa, along with I-4 eastbound heading towards I-75. I-275 north heading towards downtown St. Pete. Seeing a lot of stop and go traffic there. Bridges are good so far, running up to speed, and right now they are still accident free. I'm Ashley with traffic.
After you've been injured at no fault of your own, you shouldn't be stuck footing the medical bills or dealing with lost wages. Farah and Farah's accident attorneys are here to make it easy. Contact Farah and Farah, 1-800-500-5555, farahandfarah.com. Make it a Farah fight, Tampa.
For decades, Camtech School of Construction has been the leader in preparing thousands of people to advance their career as a licensed contractor. Join Camtech's free info seminar this Wednesday night, 7 p.m. Embassy Suites, USF, 3705 Spectrum Boulevard in Tampa. 1-800-875-PASS. CamtechSchool.com.
John Senning here for Bubble Down Car Wash. Is there really a better feeling than have a brand new, freshly cleaned vehicle? It's like a makeover for your whole life. And at Bubble Down, you have the unlimited membership option where you can go through as many times as your little heart desires. They've got locations in Tampa, Brandon, Riverview, Wesley Chapel, and their newest location in Palm Harbor on US 19. They got the longest wash tunnels, the most spacious vacuums, and their staff are going to make sure you have an amazing experience every single time you go through. Make sure you get in there today. Let them know you heard John Senning talking about him on 102.5 The Bone. You will have the cleanest car in town every time you bull down.
With the power of Amazon, you can make purchases in the morning and they'll be delivered to your doorstep by that afternoon. That's not the case with hurricane-resistant windows. You have to plan ahead. If you have thought about upgrading your windows to withstand the hurricanes, call WeatherTight Windows today. You don't want to overthink this and run out of time when hurricane season is upon us. Call WeatherTight Mike and get a quote on hurricane-resistant windows today.
WeatherTightWindows.com. WeatherTight Windows.
Wait, you're leaving us? You're matching pajamas.
Matching silk pajamas, babe.
You discover Heineken and now you go out to, watch live sports?
We were literally made to wrap you in luxury, to vibe, to recharge your soul.
And your weighted blanket is here.
It's like a blanket, but so weighted.
Don't listen to your PJs. Head to the game with some friends and grab some ice-cold Heinekens. Must be 21 plus to purchase. Enjoy Heineken responsibly.
Mike Calter for my friends at Lifeguard Imaging. Believe it or not, Father's Day is right around the corner. And fellas, if you're tired of getting socks, ties, or yet another dozen golf balls, listen up. This year, ask for something that actually matters, the gift of a long, healthy life. Lifeguard Imaging is making that easy with their biggest offer ever for Bone listeners. When you sign up for their legacy program, you get a second membership, perfect for your spouse, a friend, or anyone you care about, for 50% off. Everybody wins with an offer like this. The Legacy program gives you early scans that can detect heart disease, cancer, and other silent killers early, giving you time to take action and do something about it. Take the guesswork out of your health. Be proactive versus reactive with what's going on inside your body. Here's a scary stat. In 30% of all heart attacks, the first symptom is sudden death. But it doesn't have to be that way. Lifeguard Imaging uses high-accuracy CT scans to spot trouble before it starts or it's too late. This deal ends Father's Day, so don't wait. Go to lifeguardimaging.com and sign up today. It could save your life or someone you love. Lifeguard Imaging, saving lives through early detection.
At Brandon Honda, we have the hottest hybrids in stock and on sale. Hi, I'm Sam Robbie. Right now, get the brand new Accord hybrid for just $199 per month. Get the award-winning CR-V hybrid for just $249 per month. Or get the all-new, just released 2025 Civic Hybrid Sport for just $199 per month. With gas mileage as high as 50 miles per gallon, these award-winning hybrids won't last long. Plus, get a real nationwide lifetime warranty, unlimited time, unlimited miles. Get all the facts at BrandonHonda.com.
Call 813-448-7710 for more information.
Get this. Joey and me were supposed to go to this concert next week, right? But then something terrible happened. Joey was driving without a seatbelt. But he didn't wreck. No, he got pulled over. Now Joey has to pay for a seatbelt ticket instead of a concert ticket, and I have to go by myself. How lame is that? So Joey, if you're out there, you're an idiot. Wear your seatbelt or you'll get a ticket.
All across the country, cops are cracking down. Click it or ticket, day and night.
Funded by the Florida Department of Transportation.
At Racetrack, you'll find everything you need to get through the day ahead.
The morning hits hard when you get up early. You're obviously tired and looking surly.
Grab some made-in-store breakfast, freshly ground coffee, ice-cold drinks, delicious hot food, and snacks all in one stop.
The day is long and can feel like a grind, but you'll get fully stocked and everything will be fine.
Racetrack is here to keep you going.
An all-day haul to get you.
Racetrack, whatever gets you going.
John Senning here for Solar Bear. We need to have a conversation. It is time to break up with your power company. They keep raising the rates while you keep footing the bill. At Solar Bear, they say enough is enough. Go solar today and get your first 12 months for free. 0 power payments while you start owning your energy. With over 10 years in business and thousands of 5-star reviews, they're Florida's trusted solar provider. Locally owned, proven, and affordable. Make that switch today and call Solar Bear now or visit them at solarbear.com. Again, that's solarbear.com.
If you need to hire, it seems like the whole process can be exhausting. You search resumes, wait for the right candidates to apply, set up initial interviews. It's a lot of time and work. Well, what if you could meet with qualified candidates for your job the very next day? Now you can with Zip Intro from ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. Zip Intro is super easy to use. You simply pick a time, and it does all the work of finding and scheduling qualified candidates for you. Then you can choose who you want to talk to and meet with great people on back-to-back video calls as soon as the next day. Best of all, you save time and energy.
Try Zip Intro for free right now at this exclusive web address, ZipRecruiter.com/radio. Zip Intro. Post jobs today. Talk to qualified candidates tomorrow. Once again, go to ZipRecruiter.com/radio to try it for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
1 in 4 Americans have a disability. I'm one of them. I'm also a working mom who cares deeply about making sure every child with a disability thrives by getting their access needs met. We've got a trusted ally by our side. Easter Seals provides children and families the foundation for lifelong success through early learning programs, skills training, and prep for college and career. That's my Easter Seals. Make it yours. Join us at EasterSeals.com.
For nearly 2,000 severely injured veterans, everyday life has become filled with barriers. So we build specially adapted homes at Homes for Our Troops. And thanks to our donors and supporters, this life-changing gift of freedom is provided mortgage-free to these veterans. But we need you to join us too in completing this important mission. Please visit hfotusa.org and help build homes and rebuild lives.
Head to the contest page at theboneonline.com to enter to win tickets to see George Lopez at the Hard Rock Special Events Center inside the Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino June 8th at 8 p.m. Enter for your chance to win tickets at theboneonline.com.
When it really matters, choose Farrah & Farrah. Here for you, here for good. Tampa.
Tee up for a great cause. The first annual Budweiser Folds of Honor Charity Golf Classic is happening Saturday, June 28th at Chichi Rodriguez Golf Club. Reserve your spot today. Go to budgolfclassic.com.
Now, a weather update from the Sun Toyota Weather Center.
Sun Toyota.com.
This is Fox 13's Dave Osterberg from the Sky Tower Weather Center. Mostly sunny, hot, and humid again today as those high temperatures sneak their way back into the lower 90s this afternoon. Warm and muggy tonight with a low in the upper 70s. And then, of course, more heat and humidity for Wednesday. Tomorrow's highs again back in the lower 90s.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio. Sponsored by Anajar and Levine, Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
And now, back to Senning Show. With your host, John Senning.
Wants to know what's happening. I'm spread way too thin. What's the big rush now? Tell me why you're rushing. I'm spread way too thin.
John
Everybody wants to know
Senning
what's happening.
We'll be back tomorrow with some great stories from his fishing trip with Mike Allstott. I promised him I wouldn't spoil anything, so I'm not gonna. But you're gonna be delighted and tantalized.
I just need some time. I just need some room to breathe again.
Our number is 800-771-1025. I don't understand when dudes walk out on pregnant ladies. Tom Brady did it to Bridget Moynihan when she was like 6-7 months pregnant. And there is somewhat of a dark cloud over the Western Conference Finals in the National Basketball Association because the Minnesota Timberwolves, Rudy Gobert, kicked his pregnant girlfriend out of the house. I don't understand that. Like, if things aren't going well, why not have a discussion? If you're going to break up, go great. Things aren't working out. We're not going to be together, but I'm here to help you in a stable environment bring this child into the world. After that happens, we'll figure it out. But until that happens, aren't you a scumbag if you kick your pregnant girlfriend out of the house? What possible circumstance other than her cheating could you possibly justify booting a pregnant lady out of your residence? I don't get it.
I'm with you. It's nothing I would ever do. But what if the child was the cause of the breakup?
Well, sure. Like the fact that she got pregnant, maybe she said she was on protection and
Correct.
she wasn't.
And he was vehement against having a child at all.
Sure.
And then, so now you have no attachment to the child. It wouldn't happen with me. I certainly don't think it would happen with you. I think there's a certain class of a man, whether you want the child or not, once the child is in the process, that's it. That I'm going to have a child. But there are guys that are like, well, I didn't want it. It's not mine.
Man, but it is yours. Like, even
Sure.
if you didn't want it, you planted that seed.
Sure.
And his baby mama, they already have a kid together. She posted on her Instagram story before deleting her account, "I'm going through one of the most painful times in my life, feeling isolated, far from my family and friends. I considered Rudy the love of my life. I left everything for him. I gave him a child and poured my heart into our relationship. When everyone criticized and insulted him, which they did, Shaq called this dude the worst player ever in the NBA. He had a bit of a COVID thing. When COVID was first around, he breathed on the microphones. He tested positive for COVID, the first NBA player to test positive for COVID, and then licked the microphones at a press conference. The guy's an asshole.
Oh, okay. Well, now the question becomes, why was this woman with him? Clearly, there were warning signs.
Great question. But I saw this story and I was I imagine that there are maybe some dudes listening who have left a pregnant girl, but I just don't understand booting her out of your home. Yeah. That is so vindictive, malicious. There's just no way to do that and be a good guy. Tom Brady, he left Bridget Moynihan when she was 6-7 months pregnant. That's bad. But if you know you're not going to be in the relationship any longer, offer her financial support, I guess, and then bounce.
Is that what he did?
Yeah.
Okay. He
left her
sponsored
for Giselle.
But,
yeah.
But he sponsored her. He set her up.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
And she had money anyway because she was an actress.
Right. But which is immaterial though, in so much as you need to support that child that you are responsible for.
Of course. And Brady, leaving her when she was a couple months pregnant, pretty gross, but at least they shared parenting afterwards, and they seem to co-parent pretty well, and their son Jack seems to be doing very well now. I just, having a kid change my freaking life, and seeing the way you are with Bowie, I know it does for you. You just got to embrace all of the challenges that come along with it,
100% and absolutely. I'm wondering. Yeah, I mean, we have a close situation here within our family where I think we've all said, I don't see how X person has done what they have done. So, I mean, listen, you can't, stay together for the kids. It was a Blink-182. Can't. I think it's more difficult to stay together for the kids before the kid arrives. I think a lot of guys might see that as, well, if I'm going to get out, I need to get out now. And that doesn't make it any better. I'm just giving a rationale, or what I think might be a rationale. But
at least fulfill your obligations as a father.
And don't kick the mother out of the house.
Correct.
The mother you have to say, I mean, if you're going to give her maybe not give her the house, but let her stay there until, she can, find somebody else.
Like her body and her hormones are already doing what they're doing.
Right.
To pile on top of that, well, bitch, you better find a place to live, booting her out of a residence, that to me, I'm sorry, I was rooting for the Minnesota Timberwolves before that. Now I'm going Oklahoma City Thunder tonight. I think sports karma is real, and I'm looking for the Thunder to explode tonight on those Timberwolves because of Rudy.
Is this a franchise player?
No. Oh no, God no. He's a scrub. He's one of those dudes who was very blessed to be born tall. Not a lot of athletic ability, but the fact that he's like 6'10". Makes him an automatic double-double every game.
Now, you said he planted the seed, so then the baby is his. He has to take responsibility. But conversely, Drew, have you ever been at a restaurant where you ordered a couple of different apps, and after eating one, you're like, I don't want the other one, and you just left it there?
Oh, yeah.
Well, why did you eat it? You ordered it.
That's true. Just take those loaded potato skins to go. Rest in peace, George Wendt.
What?
Damn it. I shouldn't have said that. I should have said, well, I'm really excited because after work, I won a charity auction, and I'm having dinner with Norm from Cheers. Really looking forward to it. Can't wait. So forget what I said the first time. Just go with that. Hello, who are you?
Hi, I'm Corey.
What's up, Corey?
Hey, and I know this is off topic, but maybe this might resonate with a little bit.
Maybe.
Justin Bieber, he posted a video of his golf swing about, I don't know, maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago, and it was awful. It was probably one of the worst golf swings I've ever seen.
Okay.
He just posted another thing on Instagram saying he just shot 82. Why do people lie about their golf scores? And the comments are just full of people like, no, you didn't, because you can see his golf swing and know that he didn't shoot an 82. Why do people do that?
All right, hold on. I'm looking at his golf swing right now. Stand by.
Okay.
Justin Bieber golf
Tell me,
swing.
is that an 82 swing?
Let me take a look. Hold on. Yeah. No way. Yeah, absolutely. It is quite believable that he could just get, you know how it is. You could get super lucky and shoot 41-41. That's only 5 over, 5 over. You know what I mean? You bogey every hole. You par a bunch of them. I think he could have shot an 82. Is it an honest 82 to give himself a couple of mullies? A couple provisionals maybe? Probably, but I guarantee you, sir, you would look at my golf swing and you would say there is no conceivable way that dude shot an 86, and I shot an 86 a couple of weeks ago. I have a terrible golf swing, but when it comes to short game, if your short game's on, you're going to score well, right?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I know that he's a very new golfer.
Yeah,
and he probably doesn't have much short game, I'm sure. And
you're right.
You've played a lot of rounds,
that's
so
true.
You might be able to dig an 86 out, every now and then. But,
he's lying. You're right. There's no way that son of a bitch shot an 82. I'm with you, dude. I'm with you. He would have to be really, really on fire. All right, let's come back. 800-771-1025 air, because a lot of people see things very differently. If you are a regular churchgoer, I would love to hear from you, and I want to know if you go because you feel obligated to go, or if you are going for enlightenment. In other words, there are maybe two reasons people go to church: obedience or enlightenment. And they uncovered a banned part of the Bible, banned by humanity, that suggests that Jesus might not want you to go if you feel obligated.
You're listening to Setting Show on 102.5 The Bone. We are Real Raw Radio. 102.5 The Bone. Let's have some summer fun in the summer sun, Bone fam. It's the Neutral Summer of Music. Presented by Neutral. Win tickets to some of the summer's biggest shows like Thomas Rhett, Katy Perry, Jason Aldean, and more. Plus, score Neutral summer gear, including hats and coolers. Scan the QR code at participating Florida Circle K's, Miller's Ale House, or at the Blind Goat in Tampa to enter. Neutral. Keep it tasty. Visit theboneonline.com for more details. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
Starting to see traffic build up on the interstates right now. Seeing a slowdown I-275 north heading towards downtown Tampa, along with I-4 eastbound heading towards I-75. I-275 north heading towards downtown St. Pete. Seeing a lot of stop and go traffic there. Bridges are good so far, running up to speed, and right now they are still accident free. I'm Ashley with traffic.
Save time and money with mobile service at Jerry Ohm Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. They come to you and perform on-site simple repairs or routine maintenance. Schedule mobile service with Jerry Ohm today. Online at jerryohm.com. Tampa is Ohm country. See dealer for complete details.
At Cadence Bank, we believe the future comes in many shapes. Every day is a new beginning, a chance to imagine new possibilities or get to work building them. There's opportunity here. Find a branch near you at cadencebank.com. Equal opportunity lender, member FDIC.
John Setting here for Hawkins Service Co. From repairs and maintenance to upgrades, Hawkins is the go-to solution for all your HVAC and pool repair needs. Summer is upon us, and if you want peace of mind as the temperatures rise, buy a new system from Hawkins Service Co. and receive a free 1-year maintenance plan. Get ahead of the upcoming price increases. Offers ends May 31st. Schedule your consultation today and give them a call. 813-445-8209 or online at hawkinsserviceco.com.